Good evening, everyone. Hope you've all been well. Welcome back to another stream where this time we're checking out a randomizer. First of many randomizers out there I think would be a lot of fun to try. This one though was not requested, but rather sent into the Mario Hacks Discord channel. Make sure you're joining that Discord server if you're not in there. I'm always happy to take suggestions on things to check out. And indeed, YS Bunny did send this one. It is a Super Mario All-Stars plus World randomizer where levels from all 5 games get jumbled together, and we need to play through Super Mario Bros. 3, but each level on the map can be a level from any of the 5 games. And I thought it'd be really fun to check this out. It may also be a little long if we do make it through the whole thing thinking about it. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it should be fun to check out. I think it's also still under development. And I'll get a little bit more into that once we start playing. Because there's a feature that compared to when YS Bunny sent it to me, and then compared to today when I randomized the ROM, was added. And it's like the coolest feature ever, at least in terms of me. It's like the best day ever for me. Other people may not care so much, but I hope we have fun. And I appreciate you all stopping by tonight. Hi Lucky Bacon, hope you're having a good one. Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Hi Real. Hope you're doing well. Real, of course, suggested the dog collab we were playing on the last stream, and that was met with great fanfare. We got NP into NW9VD. Had to join manually this stream, not sure why. Oh, it's YouTube? Never mind. You know, YouTube will jump head over heels to introduce random features nobody asked for. Fennec! Hello, Fennec! Thank you so much! Snake rattle and roll never gets old. Hope you're having a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by. Just in the middle of our YouTube rant here, where, you know, they'll add features no one asked for, take out the ones that people were actually using, and then not fix the ones that are already there. So I love to reply to as many YouTube comments as I can. And the way it works on YouTube is there's like a community tab I can click, and it just shows all the comments I haven't responded to or liked or anything yet. So basically all the new comments since last time I was checking out YouTube. Perfect, right? Because that's the greatest thing. Instead of going through like video by video by video, which isn't even possible, as well as someone leaves a comment on a video from like a year ago. You know, this is a great way to just see all the stuff that's happened recently I haven't interacted with yet. But there's a problem with this community tab where sometimes I'll reply to one comment and the comment will get added to a completely other one. Like the reply will go to someone else. So someone will get a reply that makes no sense because it was a reply I was sending to another comment, but since it's all on this one tab, it goes to another comment that I didn't even click the reply button to. Like, and apparently if you Google that, it's been a problem for like years now, and YouTube's not fixing that. But they got time to add in all this other garbage nobody wants to use. So if you ever get a really weird comment from me, it's probably why. If it makes absolutely no sense. I try my best, but when it comes to YouTube, only so much you can do. I appreciate that although. Did I repost the Discord invite? Can anyone confirm if the Discord link in the description is working good? It should be the MX one. That one's like a perma one. That should be good to go anywhere. Maybe it's not right on my channel, but it's right in the description or vice versa. But, and there's also ! Discord. If anyone types that into the chat, it should come up. So hopefully it looks good. Hello! So much! Caladingo, the 8th. Hope you're having a great night. Thanks for stopping by the stream. We got Softest Cat is an All-Stars plus World Randomizer, how galaxies are made. Super Mario Galaxy, Super Nintendo Randomizer All-Stars Edition. Let's go. How does a bug like that even happen, Softest Cat? I don't know. And why that wouldn't be something like that's a priority to fix. But hopefully no one's really been affected by it so far. And again, like I don't even know when. That's the problem, is that I don't know when it happens because I might reply to like 50 comments. So. And what I'll do every once in a while is like I'll refresh the page. So like I'll do 10 and then like refresh, hoping that kind of helps. Because it seems like maybe the longer you're on that tab, the more likely issues can start occurring. But it can just happen, and like you don't even know that. Like, because it will look like you've responded to the right person, but then if you go to the video, that person won't have a reply. And like if you dig far enough, you'll find that reply on another person's comment. But like you can't do that with every single comment you make. So it might just happen sometimes. And if you ever see it, please feel free to let me know. But that's the fun of YouTubing. But honestly, it's all worth it just to come here and play some games with you all. Hope we're gonna have a fun night. Thank you, Fennec, for typing ! Discord there. That's the MXAYC one. That should work. Should work. Exactly, NP Into, right? Like, you know, they keep pushing all this new stuff that's totally gonna revolutionize our lives. Can't even get the comment tab right. Doesn't give me much faith, but we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. You're gonna guess the first level will be 3-2 from Mario 2. Okay, so is that gonna be the game? We're just gonna guess every level before we go into it to see what it's gonna be. So, yeah, I'll explain again once I press the start button here. That way, anyone who clicks the timestamp to, you know, start the stream and skip the yapping will also get the lowdown. Let me cut the music here. Again, really appreciate you all joining tonight. Please let me know if there are any video issues, audio issues, any sorts of that stuff. And I think we're just about to get going in here. Literally just responded to my reply on a Sonic vid a few minutes ago. Well, that's great then. If the, you know, if the proper reply went to your proper comment, then we're in the clear. But it will happen sometimes where it's just, you might see that like it looks like I have no idea what I'm talking about or something. It's probably 95% of the time it will be YouTube's fault, and 5% of the time I just really don't know what I'm talking about. That's a great question, Softus Cat. If the unused levels are baked in, there was a checkbox that said only include lost levels from 1-1 to 4-4. I obviously did not check that. So any lost level may show up. I don't know if that includes from World 9 and ABCD. So like we are going to have fun kind of discovering all sorts of things. But everybody, this is the Super Mario All-Stars plus Mario World randomizer. Here we go. So it skips the like Mario All-Stars screen and brings you right to the Mario 3 title screen, which is it doesn't even say anywhere that it's the randomizer. I need to adjust the volume as always. Hopefully it sounds good for you. But that should be good. And yeah, here we go. Just as it's supposed to be again. Doesn't say anything about it being a randomizer. Even just brings you to the Mario 3 world map here. So just to low down one more time. This is a randomized version of Super Mario All-Stars Plus World, where the levels from all 5 games in that collection get mixed up and then put in random places over the Mario 3 map. So we're going to go into level 1 of World 1 here. It can be a level from any of those 5 games. So how this starts working with like power-ups between levels and such, the lives like obviously carry over between the different levels. So, you know, it's going to be interesting. Let's see how it goes. What's the first one going to be? Mario Start. And the big black screen. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. And it starts us off small because I guess, you know, you always start a small Mario. This is something from Mario 2. It's 5-3! The level I was just talking about nobody likes. Or rather, nobody plays because like there's like literally a warp zone right at the beginning. Do you want to see what happens if you take a warp zone at the start? So again, here's the thing. I'm starting off small. I don't know if you can tell. And again, lives might get kind of sparse because, you know, what's it called? Obviously, Mario 2 doesn't have as many lives laying around as, say, Mario 3 or Mario World does. So hopefully we get a Mario 3 or World level where it's really easy to grind for lives. But there was a checkbox that was like the biggest revolutionary thing I've ever seen. All levels we play have Super Mario World physics. Now, I'm noticing, you know, part of my brain is like expecting the game to act like Mario 2. Oh, there's gonna be like a long loading time every time. Okay, well, we'll have to have like stories to tell while we're waiting for the loading screen. Oh, it starts. That makes sense because Mario 2 does checkpoint every time you enter a new room. But basically, the physics for every game are Mario World physics, which is like my dream come true. But also, it's kind of weirding me out because he's moving in ways I'm not expecting. But I think that will make this experience really interesting and unique, at least for me. You watching may not notice it as much as I do, but it's like I could definitely tell like you jump like super high. No character selection, I guess, because we're playing as Mario the whole way through, and not probably a good sign that we've already died 3 seconds into the video here. Also, when you're playing a Mario 2 level, it's like super important then that you remember where the mushrooms are to get some more health. Or we can try and get combos to you know, what's it called? to get some hearts to show up. But here we go. What a level to start with. I wonder how 1-4 will react if you trigger the white toad house, or toad houses in general. How's the inventory system work? If I press start, like Mario 2 doesn't show you a HUD. In the advanced version, it does. When it comes, actually, I'm also wondering, like, if we've done the warp zone. Maybe I should have just done the warp zone instead of playing this whole freaking level. Are we gonna get game over already in the level that I say nobody likes, never plays? Oh my gosh, every time, every time. This is interesting, though. This is interesting. It is Mario 2, at least. You were right about that, Lucky Bacon. Hi, Big Phil. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be really great. The Discord fight worked to be into. Glad to hear it. Thanks again for Fennec for getting that in the chat there. We have Mario World Physics. Yeah, that's strange. Stranger than I expected to be. Like in Mario 1 and 3, I'm excited for Mario World Physics. Mario 2, you expect Mario to play like Mario, but he is really fast, jumps really high, and it's like, I'm just not ready for any of this. You know what? Forget this. I know I like this level. I know I made a whole short about this level. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that short. Looked like people enjoyed it quite a bit. We're doing it the Andrew way. No, not that. That's. All right. And where are our friendly birds here? No? I guess the generator is like at the beginning of the level. Okay. Oh my gosh, they are fast! When did they ever get that fast? This is a great start to the stream. Absolutely wonderful. I'm just making sure I have 0 lives going into like anything from here on out. It could have at least randomized us like an earlier game level to start off. And the fact that it always starts you as small is really jank too, because even, you know, Mario 2 would start you as with 2 hearts on a respawn. So Mario 2, in every way, is just like the worst game we could have pulled to start things off. But that's how we like it here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do I still have the super high jump? I do. So maybe I could do like a... So long, suckers! Can I get, like, 1 coin? I shouldn't risk this. Why am I risking this? Did we beat the level? Does that count? I'm being done with that level. So you don't get any points in Mario 2. Mario 2, it's, like, impossible to get points. Impossible to get coins, almost. Wow. What an ordeal that was. And we're, like, 5 minutes in. Back to the lobby we go, SME64+. Hope you're having a great night. Good evening, Chance. Don't have to apologize at all. I'm always late, so I certainly don't hold it against anyone else. Dinner finished? Hope everything's good. Yeah, we are doing well. So this is a Mario Advanced 4. No, it's not. A Super Mario All-Stars Plus World Randomizer where levels from all 5 games have been mixed up and strewn about the Mario 3 maps. So the map is always Mario 3, but the levels can be from any game, including this one. What is level 2 of World 1 gonna be? Please don't be Mario 2 again. Let's get some variety here. Whoa, okay. Now, if I mess up in my, like, fave game here, the stream is over, the channel's deleted. Hope you all had fun. Okay, let's actually get a power-up. My gosh. Finally able to take multiple hits. I should be grabbing, like, as many lives as I can, though, while I'm in familiar territory. I don't think I've ever actually hit this coin block as hard as I'm hitting it right now. Because who needs lives in Mario World by the time you get the Vanilla Dome? Nobody does. I think I could grab the dragon coins if I really wanted to. I'm not going to get too serious. Has Toad still got a potty mouth? Hopefully someone, you know, gave him a timeout after all the swearing he was doing last time. Let's see, can I do a thing like this? Like, you're supposed to put the spring on the blue blocks once you activate them, and it allows you to get it up to the secret exit pipe, but you can just, like, do that. So far, we're going to be 2 for 2 in terms of not beating levels the way the game intended it. So if I have a cape, does that mean that when I go back to the overworld, I'm going to be Raccoon Mario? Just how will the power-ups transfer? I think is something that will be interesting to see. What the fork? Real. And we are Raccoon Mario. How does that work going into Mario 1? Or Lost Levels? Or Mario 2? As Raccoon Mario. Maybe Raccoon Mario you get to play as like Princess Peach. That'd be really interesting. That would be kind of cool. It'd be funny if they snuck in Mario 64 levels, and we're playing this on a Super Nintendo, so that would be really, really impressive. Hi Judy Tester, hope you're doing well. SME64, hello. I think they've always been that fast. Yeah, I don't remember the, oh my god, I know their name. They're not, Oh. I said it in the video, and then someone's like, did you mean this? No, I totally meant what I said. All right, so here we are. We are actually Raccoon Mario in Mario 3. And the stars, of course, last like 2 seconds. You're supposed to combo on those blocks, but I've been having too much fun here to even think about that. I think we'll be fine. Just kind of playing it at our own pace. I could get a fire flower out of there. I think I'm going to keep our raccoon powers. Although, oh, I should be getting us infinite lives? Or is this the one where you can get as many lives as you want? No, that's a different one. This is the one from World 7, I think. Or is it? Where the one where you can get infinite lives is like 3-4. But there you go, we got a mushroom card. Remember that? The next time we get to a Mario 3 level, same with like the 40 star points we got in Mario World. Time to figure out what happens if you go into a mushroom house. It looks just like the typical mushroom house. Albatross, thank you. And I said that in a video, and someone was like, no, isn't it albatross? But like, no, it is actually albatross. And funny how, you know, now it comes time to say it in the stream, and that knowledge is just completely gone. Here's your 99 lives chance. Would be funny. Yes, yes, yes. Well, so Toad in that case didn't have a potty mouth. Do we play the extra levels? Let's take a sneak peek at what we got in this one here. It's taking a while to load. That makes me assume it's like switching which games is. All right, you know, actually. Okay, so this is like the world's easiest level. There's the end. And there's the secret end. But if I... Like, I could hit this block. I wonder what happens if you have Yoshi. Thank you for rescuing me. We get the message as if it's the first time we've ever seen Yoshi. I could get some Spinies to load. Does he only throw two at a time in Mario World? Maybe? So maybe I hit the button. And if I hit the button and then immediately re-eat the P-switch right away, which I screwed up at doing, you know, I could have just pressed it over and over again. But you could farm for lives here by getting the silver coins. And then if I died, you know, I could keep doing this. Also, it did not remember that I had 40 star points. So there's no point in worrying about getting high on the star point meter. But there you go, shortest level ever. We got Yoshi. Things are okay. We got a 1-up. Don't think you've ever seen that message from a baby Yoshi. That's fair. That's really fair. Get the white toad house. Oh my gosh, I wonder if I had found a way to get like 45 coins or whatever in that level. We actually would have gotten it. But here we go. We need some help from the spade game, please. We need a star here. Of course, there's the whole random element here. Oh, wow. Whoever gets flower. No one ever gets flower in this or like at the end of the level. Oh. We need these lives. We need them. All right. Yes. Do you get a 0 life in All Stars? Is the question. So we're gonna be asking ourselves that. Will a castle level always be a castle level? Let's find out. The stars for a couple seconds. Hey, SMB3. You're a few orders of magnitude off the actual lifespan of stars softest cut. That's true, that's true. Hit the white toad house, get the coin ship. Oh my gosh, I wonder if we could... Oh, that's true. I wonder what the Hammer Bros are going to be like. Also interesting, look at pausing the game. In Mario All-Stars, pausing usually brings up a menu. But in this randomizer, there's nothing. It just kind of freezes the screen. Well, that was a wonderful moment of mashing face into Koopa there. So in Mario 3, you downgrade from... you know, Feather, or you know, Raccoon Mario to Big Mario, so it's not the Japanese way. What if I get the Tanuki suit? Maybe that's what we'll have to do in this level. By going up here. And what happens if you go into, like, a Mario 2 level with Tanuki suit? No Mario 1 or Lost Levels yet. This is a strange fortress. It is. I like an outdoor fortress. I really like a fortress where, like, you can see, like, the walls are crumbling in the background. So there's a bit of, you know, it's being overgrown with vines and whatever. The forestation is taken over. That's always fun. Yeah, I really should have been doing a better job of getting all 3 stars in Mario 3 levels, because that will be a good source of lives. Until eventually we find a good place to grind for them. Again, I'm really excited to see what the Hammer Brother does. It's probably just like a typical Mario 3 Hammer Brother. Maybe they haven't been randomized. But alright, halfway through World 1, and suddenly it's an airship! Right in the middle of World 1. Why not? What airship is this? Is this World 7? I want to say? Oh yeah, I should have just mashed him good. Like that. instead of doing all this weird dodging stuff. Now I'm gonna make a silly mistake by trying to read the chat while I wait for the screen to scroll. World 7 Airship. Hello, Nani the Anon. Hope you're having a great night. Thanks for stopping by for some Mario All-Stars Randomizer here. So what is the goal? I guess we're beating the game is the goal. Unfortunately, you know, entrance randomizers are so fun. I love the Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 entrance randomizers we've done where the whole game is just jumbled up. And it's a matter of, you know, looking for the end essentially. And not knowing where you're going. Are there like Mario entrance randomizers? Seems like when it comes to Mario, most of the randomizers are just, you know, randomizing the order of the levels that you play. But entrance randomizer, that's something I really need to enter into the old search engine and see if there's any other ones for games. Or of course, if you know of any. I'd love to hear it. Could be good. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, so again, the airships are just a test of patience. We had a test of patience in Mario 64 last time. And now we're getting one early here with SMB3. So since we're taking all of the levels from all of the games, and Mario 3 has like 90 to 100 levels, somewhere between there, depending on what you count as a level, you know, I guess we're not going to see all of them. So it'll be funny to see if we, you know, get a hand dealt of most of the difficult ones. We've already had a really easy one, like Special World 3. Not Special World 3, Star Road 3 from Super Mario World is like really one of the easiest levels you could possibly get. So fitting it would be in World 1 here. Hello, Mr. Sardine. Hope you're having a great night. Hello, fellow power players. I hope you are all winning out there. Tanuki Suit should give you Laser Suit in Super Mario World. I love that, Softest Cat. Alright, it's Ludwig time. Look at this. I don't think I've ever, like, I never bring the Tanuki Suit to the airship, and I guess we still aren't going to be doing it. Not like there's a king to give us a funny comment at the end. It looks like they still have the same amount of health, so we're good. There's a chance if we go into a level, it will become a different game, SME 64+. So any level can be any, so like any level on the map. And we still get to see this scene, so I guess we could have had a funny comment from the Tanuki Suit. I didn't expect that, but I guess it makes sense that this is still how the level has to end. But any level from that you enter from the map, oh, no king, never mind. Can be any level from Mario 1, Lost Levels, Mario 2, Mario 3, or Mario World. So it's all 5 games because this is a randomizer of Super Mario All-Stars plus Super Mario World. So everything's been jumbled. Still no sign of Lost Levels or Mario 1 yet, though. It's been all like Mario 3 and Mario World so far, and like that one level from Mario 2. We still got the ice physics. Again, another setting that I turned on, which was a new setting compared to the first time YS Bunny shared it with me. Ooh, do we go for the 1-up? Is it worth losing a 1-up to get a 1-up? I wasn't panicking, you were panicking. Oh, and here's the note block that nobody finds, because it's like, why would anybody jump right there? Well, there you go. Might as well get some more extra cashola here. But yeah, so every single game, regardless of which one we play, has Mario World physics. And you will all know that I think Mario World has the greatest physics ever invented in the history of video game kind. So I think this is really fascinating to try. The problem is that as much as I love it, it plays a trick on my mind where like I'm expecting Mario 3 physics. Holy moly. And you know, suddenly it's like you don't get it. You're getting other physics. Expect lots of shenanigans as a result of that. But here we go. Almost done. This one, and doesn't matter what I get. It's a big old mess. I don't think you saw your comment earlier. Yeah, if I don't see your comment, please throw it out there again. We have lots of people watching and commenting tonight. Really glad you're all having fun. The Spade game, still don't know what happens. We still haven't seen Mario 1 or Lost Levels, so no idea what happens if you take a cape or a leaf or whatever into a Mario 1 level. I've seen a pipe randomizer for New Super Mario Bros. Wii that makes every pipe lead to a random pipe somewhere in the game. Stop this cat. I've never played like a Mario New Super on like the Wii ROM hack. Or mods, as like, you know, they're called when they get more modern. I'll have to look into that. I wonder if the Hammer Bro will be a yellow Switch Palace. I wonder if the Switch Palaces are randomized as part of all the levels. That would be cool to see. I don't think you saw your comment earlier, but have you played the NES SMB random level generator? You really like that one? I have not. But we definitely need to play more, you know, NES randomizers. I don't know if we've ever played an NES randomizer. It's usually SNES and beyond. But okay. We got a flower. Of course, the bottom 3 are always mushroom, flower, star. So that will also be a flower. Again, I guess this helps a little bit. 20 coins. 20 coins, sure. Just getting lucky here. Mushroom, we know this one's a mushroom. Wow, it really has to flicker like every single time you get one right. So, you know, this one's a star, but this one's like usually also a star. But not in this case. But okay, now we know. So we know that's a star. That's a star. We know this is a 1-up. Sometimes the 1-up's kind of around here. Alright, well now we know for next time. And we get the first Hammer Brother of the game. I have a Wii U, and hello chat. Hi, Tomcat Productions. Hope you're having a great night. Vavu, might just be me, but I find Super Mario World physics to be slippery than other games. Interesting. I love just the absolute lack of momentum in Super Mario World. Like, you can just kind of make him go anywhere and do anything all day long, and it's no problem whatsoever. And we got the special Hammer Bros bonus area with the Fire Flower, which is pretty cool. I made a short that shows all the special places on the map we're getting into a Hammer Brother. Gives you a battle stage with an item hidden in it. And of course, there's the Golden Mushroom video, which many of you may have seen. Thank you so much all for your kindness in watching that. Of course, we just passed 39,000 subscribers. One more K until the big 40K. What is this, suddenly? Whoa, okay. Maybe, I wonder if every world ends with a castle level. Wow, look at Mario World physics in Mario 1 is so wrong. Oh my gosh, it feels so wrong, but so good at the same time. So, alright, big old maze. Like, it's not how Mario 1 feels at all. Which is actually funny, because, you know, there's a lot of Mario World ROM hacks out there that use Mario All-Stars physics, so it kind of just feels like we're playing that for a minute. Funny, and also interesting, you know, we have fire coming into a Mario 1 stage. It would have been really cool to see what would have happened if I had kept my leaf and we had made it here. But there you go! World 1 down! This looks silly. This has been great. This is really good so far. Noni the Anon. This is cursed to see Super Mario World physics in Mario 1 All-Stars. It is. It really is. I'm gonna admit it feels kind of cursed to play, but I think it's fun to try. I'm glad I tried it. Are we need a letter from Princess Peach for doing that? Nope. Booted right to the second world. No questions asked. 1/8 of the way through the game? I just realized, you know, we're not getting any whistles because we haven't played those levels. I wonder if you play a Mario 3 level that has an item hidden in it and you find the item, if you still get it in your inventory. Maybe we'll find out, maybe not. Fake Bowser defeated? Chance, absolutely. Level 2-1, 2-1, World 2 level 1. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, things have escalated very quickly. We went from 4-4, and we jumped an exact half game's worth of levels ahead. Wait, so I still don't bounce too high off enemies. I was expecting this really high Super Mario World bounce off that Goomba. But here we are, 8-4. Good thing we know our SMB1. Like, oh yeah, you still get like a better bounce than you get in Mario 1 at least. It's not like Mario World's ridiculous sky-high level of bounce. I wonder how swimming will feel with these physics. Will it feel like good SMW swimming? Let's find out. Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure it is Super Mario World swimming physics too, which is really nice. That means you can't pull off the trick though, where you hold down and like your head will face into the ceiling. We made a short about that one. Now in level 2-2, you can jam yourself, sandwich yourself, I believe I referred to it as, into the wall. But alright, here we go. It's really good I didn't take a hit, because I like coming to this part with Fire Mario, because this Hammer Brother has probably defeated me more times than almost any other enemy in Mario history. Alright, well last time we defeated Fake Bowser, and that was the real deal. Okay, whoa! Mario climbed it. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Yeah! I mean, we fell into the lava, but we can pretend. Mario, like, what was that? Oh boy. Okay. Hopefully that's like, doesn't end the game. I mean, hopefully, is it glitched now? Are we good? Yeah! A typical stroll through World 2-1, everybody. That's Mario's ghost. Princess Peach was kidnapped for so long, she's gone crazy. Super Mario World physics probably messed with that. I could agree with that. I could agree with that. That's exactly how that works. Very, very good. See, I'm loving this, because even though it's levels like we all know and love, there's still some pretty silly things smashed in here as well. Alright, what are we going for this time? Mushroom? Why not? Maybe? There you go. Slowly but surely, we're working our way back up. Anybody who watches this stream after the fact, watches the VOD, they're going to be like, wow, this guy can't even play after I died like 4 times in 5-3 of Mario 2. And then here we are. You know, I don't think we've died since. I don't know why I would jinx that. But okay, we got like level 7-9, a really random desert level in the middle of Pipeland. Not sure how that happened, but it happened. I mean, I guess it makes sense. These are pipes, so they still fit in Pipeland, just not of the, you know, thicker variety we're used to in our Super Mario Brothers. What is the correct path through this crazy haze maze cave here? Something like this. Something like this, perhaps. And up and over, maybe. Down and around town. And we should be good. Kind of a nice, easy level. At the end of World 7. Alright. What if Mario Brothers 1 has second quest now? That's really cool. That's going to be a great thing to find out. And I think we still haven't seen anything from Lost Levels. Hopefully it is in there somewhere. Every level is a random Super Mario Brothers 1-4 level. Yes, yes. Well, SMB 1, 2, 3, Lost Levels, and Mario World all baked in here. Will it actually be a fortress this time, considering we've seen like 2 fortresses now? There is such a like disproportionate amount of Mario 3, which makes sense in a way, but like let's see some other stuff too. This is 6-9. It has a really random bonus room that like you need to kind of be Fire Mario to see. Everyone will always point out that you don't have to be Fire Mario, but I don't got the skills otherwise. So it's Mario World physics. Remember, you gotta hold jump as you're running across those gaps, otherwise you'll fall through like 90% of the time. But I'm liking this. I really enjoy the Mario World physics. Like, oh, it feels so good. It feels just like we're playing an SMW ROM hack, which we did last week. We played a very special Mario World. That was a good time. I'm sure we'll be playing more of those in the future. Really glad to see everyone enjoying this, though. Speaking of which, I should make sure we are running at Mach speed here to get some... Oh, no! Oh, no! That's not good. Oh, well. Hopefully we have enough lives. As long as there aren't any more Mario 2 levels. No, I want to see more variety, but Mario 2 levels are the most difficult because it's like, there's just not much for you to work with there. What did I figure out here? I think I figured out, like, this was a flower. No, that's the one up. I still don't remember where the one up is. Oh, that was the one up. And then I think this was a flower, and then this is a flower. Now I'm toast. I really don't know where we're going from here. That's a 10. Is this a 10? That is not a 10. Hello, newbie 101 of Shoal. Happy I stayed up to eat some Doritos and found the stream. I'm gonna go to bed now. See y'all. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful evening and had, you know, that you enjoyed your Doritos there. Sounds like a good way to end your day. And there you go. Apparently some people hear the Simpsons theme. Hello, YS Bunny! Again, YS Bunny recommended we check this out. Thank you again, YS Bunny. Really appreciate that. If you have anything else you want me to play, we do have channels in the Discord server for that, so please consider checking those out. I guess the levels are remaining lost for now. That's true. It's, again, no lost levels yet. We should check out a pipe, though. What happens if you go inside a pipe? It'd be funny. It makes you play like a whole massive level or something. Each time you go through a pipe. I wonder if the spiral tower has been randomized into one of the pipes. Always like the aesthetics of that level. The underground ice one? That's a good time too. Imagine Mario All-Stars where every level is a different character. That's the thing too. Like, it would have been cool if maybe there was you know, some character randomization options, considering we've only seen one Mario 2 level yet. I'm not sure if what power-up we are will like change what character we start as in Mario 2. Well, again, we're back to Super Mario World, which, oh, the spin jump. Now, my true best friend will be whoever can add the spin jump into every Mario game. We've got the physics. Now we just need, you know, the real caboodle here. But okay. And actually, a really good question is, if the Switch Palaces are randomized as part of the levels, I wonder if, like, say we get the red Switch Palace, we hit it, if then every time we play a Mario World level, it will remember that that red switch has been hit. That would be really, 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 really cool. But alright, here we go. Sinking on the big cheese. This level's kind of long. Now you're going down a pipe and you enter wet-dry docks. It wouldn't surprise me at this point if we somehow ended up in B3313. This is kind of par for the course now. All right. Well, they don't want Big Mario going in here, but I I don't agree with that. I'm gonna get this dragon coin, and there's nothing you can do about it. So that's what you get for jamming up the works here. Actually, we should do this the cool way. Actually, I might get jammed inside the floor. Shoot. I thought I would go through it. I think we got a checkpoint. I didn't want that fire flower anyway. That's what you get when you have a bit too much fun in the narrow corridors there. What if you add some sort of all-stars features from other games to other ones, like enemies, like Mario 1 enemies in Super Mario World? That'd be really cool. Like, the more that they kind of mishmash things together, the more fun there will be to be had. But okay, let's pretend that that didn't happen. And see, now we can go through here the way we're supposed to go through here, which is like no fun at all. And get that mushroom. We're already halfway back to where we were. Yeah, see, like, if I could get the green blocks activated, that'd be pretty cool. This is like the steepest slope in Super Mario World. Right there. You have seen it. And it will always be remembered now. So, okay, over here, over here. And if I go through this with this, get another mushroom. Takes away your reserve power. Oh, that's true. Stop this cat. Yeah, so it definitely doesn't remember too much. Again, like, it doesn't remember star points. Reserve power up, no. Hopefully soon we'll get to experience what it's like to take a power-up that doesn't belong in one game into another one. That will be neat to see. You choose the one tile that was completely solved to do this on. Lucky Bacon. That's me. Imagine going down a pipe. Yes, yes, yes. Would it be cool that the last SMB4 level you played had a mushroom in reserve, no mushroom in this SMB4 level? That's true. Yeah, like, there's just not too much carryover, unfortunately. Once you go back to the map, it seems like a lot of things get forgotten. What's the Angry Sun level going to be? Could you imagine if it was still the Angry Sun level? Well, apparently it's the Angry Ghost House level. Which one's it going to be? This is looking like the vanilla dome ghost house. So no secret exit to be found in this one, but there is like the thing somewhere here with the mushrooms, as you'll know. I made the video about that thing. It was like da 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 da, something like that. It's around somewhere. Go watch my video, as I clearly need to remember where exactly that mushroom is. Actually, it might have been those ones right there, but there is a vine here somewhere, like right here, which you can climb up and skip not so much of the level, but you can have some fun up in the attic anyway. Go down here. This is like one of the weirdest ghost houses. It doesn't have a secret exit. It's one of like only 2 ghost houses that doesn't have a secret exit, and those are the 2 that you just never replay because there's nothing to find. And then they're kind of very quickly forgotten. But okay, here we go. Bouncing on green bubbles. I'm not going to ask what those are all about. Somewhere here there's going to be a P-switch. And just like that, we've solved the puzzle. 95% of ghost houses involve hitting the P-switch and finding the door to solve the puzzle. Take a power nap. Cape turns into raccoon if you play an SMB3 level and vice versa. Yeah, the cape's the one we've seen, but we haven't seen like things, you know, like hammer suit will be cool to see, and stuff like that. Or like taking the raccoon into Mario 1 or 2 is something we want to see, but no luck with that yet. Very low supply of Mario 1 and 2 levels so far, despite the fact that the playthrough started with a Mario 2 level, so who knows what that's all about. The creepy green bubbles. Rush stages and moments in video games are kind of scary. Like, you have to do it quickly before something bad happens. Tomcat Productions. Absolutely. They only give you 200 seconds to get through the Angry Sun level, which I think is like one of the lowest time limits in Mario 3. 1-1? Okay, well, I don't know. This might be the farthest we get, guys. I'm not sure we're gonna make it further than this. So we got the freaking brick physics that like pull you upwards, but we do have Mario World, you know, control physics, which is really nice. What do you think? Pipe, no pipe, pipe, no pipe. Can I get the one up without the pipe going off screen? There you go. Best of all worlds here. Might as well take the bonus. 1-1, yay! Wonder what Frog Mario will be. Yeah, we gotta see some stuff. So eventually, I mean, we're gonna get to like the Toad houses that are guaranteed to give you power-ups like that. So we can, you know, try that out when the time comes. But thank you, Softest Cat. I think everything just turns into Fire Flower. We'll find out, Wise Bunny. We'll find out here. Also looks like you can still get pushed to the right of the screen here. Another, man, how many points am I getting? It's every 80,000. I guess like we just passed 240,000, which would be a multiple of 80. Oh my gosh, so many end spades. I never remember spending so much time on these. All right, actually we know it's flower. And problem is our inventory is going to get full, so I should probably start using something. Like, anytime I die, I guess I should just equip something, especially for Mario 2. Mario 2 is like where this will really shine. Okay, something like that. You should add an option to add the brick break fix for Mario 1 and Lost Levels. That would be appreciated. Very much appreciated. Alright. 2-5 is 6-2. Level 6-2. That's got to be Lost Levels. Finally, the Lost Levels rears its ugly head here. As mentioned, there was an option to only include Lost Levels from 1-1 to 4-4, but we absolutely didn't even think about clicking that. Wow, oh my gosh, did you see how I jumped out of the water there? That's so wrong. But that's what Mario World physics will do to you. Okay, but otherwise, yeah, the one thing they liked doing in Mario 1 sometimes was putting moving platforms underwater to kind of, where am I? Where am I? That was the case. Okay, I go over this? Everyone's dream. Oh my gosh, my childhood dreams have come true. Going over that like weird L-shaped block at the top of the screen. You know, it's not just in this game, but it's like in, you know, 2-2 of Mario 1 as well. Kind of a weird thing like that. I'm kind of scared there's gonna be a place I get stuck or something. I wonder if I could go over the end of the level and get stuck up there. Do I try? Do I try? Oh, I'm walking around. I can't jump while I'm up there, but okay. There you go. Man, just checking off the whole list of childhood dreams being fulfilled tonight. And just like that, our first Mario Lost Levels level in the books. Jump the exit pipe at the end, NP into. We did it! Nothing up there, as we all might have thought of. We thought maybe there'd be like a secret world up there. Nothing quite yet. We found the lost media. The found levels. We need those weird glitch levels past B-4. Yeah, hopefully there's some weird funky stuff coming up. No real place yet that we've been given to farm for 1-ups. There are if we, like, you know, wanted to lose a life and then, you know, keep replaying a level or something like that. But I'm talking the levels that have real, you know, quality life farms. Oh, mustache mushroom. And of course, actually, are the Hammer Brothers, I wonder if they'll give us the hammer. We can still kind of explore what's at the top of the screen up there. But for the time being, it's pyramid time, which is actually a big old oasis in the middle of the desert here. This is another one of those weird levels where it's like, get a star, it will last 7 seconds, and hopefully that's enough time to get to the next block that has a star in it. Like here, there you go. Oh, but the Mario World physics, I love it. I am loving it so much. Not that any of the Mario games have bad physics, but it's like, I love my Mario World physics. I say, as I've been sent into the soup here. We should be good, though. And there you go. That P-switch doesn't serve too much of a purpose. Face meets Cheep Cheep, and another 1-up at the end of the level. It's like when they added a lake to Dry Dry Desert in Mario Kart 8. Mies, Big Phil. Mustache Room. It's like when they added, what happens if you equip a star in a non-SMB3 level? That's a great question. See, these are all the things I'm excited to find out more and more. The problem is, before we go into a level, it's like a toss-up. If, there's that hammer, you know, of what kind of game it's going to be. We could just guess anyway, just try it for fun. Of course, if we die, then, you know, it will be a great opportunity to check. But my guess is that the star will work. It will give us star power at the beginning of a level of any game. And there is the good old music box. Do we use a hammer here? Is there any reason to? I guess it would give us a frog suit if you guys want to check out what a frog suit does in another game. I like how they gave the Fire Bro a custom overworld sprite in All-Stars. I don't think it looks any different in the original Mario 3. And I guess this will actually give us a whistle, like guaranteed. Unlike the 1-3 and the Fortress of World 1, where, you know, you may not encounter them. This is like a guaranteed warp you're going to get every time you get to the end of World 2, which is pretty cool. We're not going to use that. Hopefully I don't accidentally select it from the menu now. But let's find out. Let's use a star. Not like we don't have a billion of them at this point. What happens if we go into here? Watch, it's going to be a Mario 3 level. It freaking is a Mario 3 level. This is 4-Fortress. Oh, sorry, yeah, 4-Second Fortress. Which means we can take the funky secret room. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, where was the bounce? Where was the bounce? I was holding the jump button. Oh, because I guess it's Mario World physics, but Mario World bounces higher than that. I don't get it. I don't get it. The Sledge Bro got a custom overworld sprite in Mario Advance 4. See, these little details like that are so cool. That's my trick. I always bounce off. Yeah, like, where's the bounce? Mario World doesn't bounce that low. I've always, in my history of playing this level, bounced off that guy to get up here. But apparently not today. And you can find a secret door here. You don't have to press the button. Again, like, where's the bounce? Where is my bounce to get up there? Ah! All my usual strats. You don't have to press it though. You can just press up there whenever you feel like. This will be good for a few 1-ups. I guess we might as well do it. Made a short about this one too. There was a bounce off the dry bones into the lava. That's true. There was still a bounce, but it was not the bounce we had all hoped for here. Mario Advance 4 is probably the best one of the series. Mario Advance 4 is so amazing. It was a celebration of every Super Mario Advance game that came before it. It includes things from all 3 previous ones, plus all new things in those e-reader levels. Like, those are probably some of my favorite Mario levels ever made, and it's so great that everyone has a chance to experience them now. They were part of the Mario Advance 4 you could have bought on the Wii U eShop, but now if you have Nintendo Switch Online, you can also experience them through that as well, which is pretty cool. And again, we're going to take this opportunity to grab a few extra mushrooms because we can. We could fly up there for like 3 more coins if we had a leaf. But the real prize is down here, so it's not worth stressing about. And we did all of that. But if we look over here, like, that's where we were. So we went through a whole, like, extra part of the level. just to end up 2 steps from where we went in the door to begin with. And just like that, it's boom boom. And he's gone. Last I tried this randomizer, it didn't shuffle airships wise, Bunny. So it's funny, I noticed it changed since you initially sent it to me a couple of weeks ago, where it was updated with that Mario World physics feature that was not there when I first saw it. So they're currently working on it still, which is pretty neat. 3-1! No letter from Peach at the end of each level. And man, there really are like no Mario 2 levels, hardly. Which I guess makes sense considering there's only 20 levels in that game. And like a billion levels in all the other ones. But still, it's funny that we started with 5-3 of Mario 2. Again, played horribly for that. And then haven't seen Mario 2 since. But here we go. Oh, I should have gotten... Oh. But actually, since it's not... what is it in this this world? It's like 3-8 that you get the White Mushroom House from. Because this is normally a level that you get the White Mushroom House from in... World 6, right? But in this case, 3-1 doesn't activate a White Mushroom House, so it probably wouldn't matter if I'd gotten all the coins. If I had thought about it when I started the level, I still would have tried to get them all anyway. But fortunately, that airship has sailed. So here we are, just kind of romping through Rompo Land here. I wonder what happens if you grab 99 lives, and then grab a life in Mario 1 or 2, where the life cap is 128. Yeah, that's interesting, right? Does all the games normally cap? Like, this game caps at 99, Mario World caps at 99, Mario 2, there's like no way you would ever normally see 99. But yeah, what happens in those ones is kind of interesting. Oh my gosh, more End Spade. It might get to a point where we just stop playing the End Spade because we are so full of all the things. Where is this guy? Somewhere like there. We do know where a mushroom is, though. We know a mushroom is right here. What else are we going to get next? Flower. They don't usually touch each other, so like flower could kind of be like here. Well, there's a mushroom. And that was a fun detour. 3-2. Hi, Miles Luigi. Andrew, is this a test of your classic Mario knowledge jumping randomly between the games? In a sense, yes. But we are playing a Mario All-Stars plus World Randomizer here, where the levels we enter on the map can be any level from any of those 5 games. And a lot of them, oh my gosh, have been... Oh my gosh, so Mario World still taking us down to being small Mario after 1 hits, just the way we like it. But yeah, any, level can be from any game. But a lot of them have been Mario 3 and Mario World so far. But it makes sense, I guess, when you consider that both of those games have the majority of the levels. Okay, see, like, that's how high Mario World is supposed to bounce. So why he's not bouncing that high other times, I don't know. And it's sad to not even have the yellow blocks filled in. I cannot think of any time in my life I've ever played this level without having that block there. So firsts all around. The reason they give you these wings here is because Yoshi cannot fit through the narrow passages up ahead. So if you have Yoshi at this point, it's just a free pass to beat the level, which is kind of cool. But it also, like, you just have to ask, why would they design a level that Yoshi doesn't work with anyway? But then that's why I guess you get in New Super Mario Brothers, you know, they just don't even let you take Yoshi from level to level. So at least Mario World has a leg up in that regard. But here we go. The most boring Mario World level, unless you got Yoshi wings. Exactly, exactly. Hope you like going up and down about 25 times here. But okay. I wonder if the World 9 levels from Lost Levels are included. See, that's what I'm thinking too. I think it'll be really cool to see if those are there. If the what's it called? You know, the A through D, World A through D could be cool to see as well. But in the meantime, we're waiting in the rising and lowering cheese zone here. As a kid, like, again, this is all about patience. It's a good thing we played that Mario Learns Patience Mario 64 ROM hack on Tuesday. This has truly prepared us for this moment here. But as a kid, as someone having no patience, this was a struggle. Now it really is testing our patience. Exactly, Chance. Exactly. We're so close. Almost there. Almost there. And do we take the normal exit or the secret exit? I feel like let's just get out of here as fast as we possibly can. So we're going to go out here, up through here, up and around here. And let's just get this level done. Like, whenever we have the chance to take the secret, we might as well take it. Well, 9th D or Shuffled In last time you played. Cool. Again, we haven't seen like hardly any lost levels, so maybe someday we'll get to experience that. This should be a frog suit. We are going to use it and experience the magic of the frog suit in whatever the next level may be. Please do not be a Mario 3 level, or else I'm going to feel obligated to, you know, beat it without taking a hit so that we can try another level with the frog suit. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it's taking a while to load, which is a good sign. Okay, frog suit in 6-3. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's Fire Mario. Okay, so yeah, there really is no frogs to be found in the old games, unfortunately. So any power-up just turns into fire. Interesting. Interesting. Again, still so many questions to answer in regards to like Mario 1, Mario 2. Maybe someday we'll see it again. But this is 6-3 from Mario 1. The problem, it is, yeah, the Mario 1 one. The problem is, though, in that game, it has, like, that cool white color palette. But in this game, it's just, like, the big old nothing burger color palette. Maybe Frog Suit gives you a Yoshi? That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Caladingo. We shall see. So now here's the question. Well, remember I took the Frog Suit in? No, it turned us into fire. Which is funny. But maybe I grabbed the fire flower. Maybe if I hadn't like done anything, beat the level, it would have still remembered that it was the frog suit. Questions. Jump over the flag, Chance. It's always a good time when you can do that. Oh, it's gnarly, everybody. Okay. Again, an easy level for us. So what you're supposed to do with these vines is you're supposed to like... How can I demonstrate this? There's these, like a turn block here, right? If you get rid of the turn block, then the vine will go even higher. Or, let's see if I can do like this. Look at, say bye to the Yoshi coin. There it goes. I wonder if I had touched it while it was only half, it might have caused that glitch where I could get like a bajillion things, but all right. And that's how you're supposed to get this. As a kid, I never understood what was going on there, but okay. Also, I do think maybe since we want more lives, I should do a little bit of this. Oh, where's the P-switch? There's the P-switch. You can also do a bit of this, and a bit of this, and some of this. And if I jump over here, we got a secret. Fried chicken gnarly. Grab all these, although I didn't grab enough of the other ones for it to matter. Over here, though, we get some secret one-ups. You can also press these two. And head on over here. I mean, this is the introduction to the special world in Super Mario World. And Tubular comes next as a kid. Tough times all around. Oh yeah, normally I would grab power-ups and stuff, but it doesn't matter in the randomizer. And there you go. Thanks, speedrunners. Dupe the turn block up a couple times to get Yoshi wings from the dragon. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the dragon coins, when they're cut in half, can cause all sorts of problems. I wonder if stomps will still work the same way in 1/2J, where as long as you're descending, it still counts as a stomp. That's true. We might have messed that up as a result of the Mario World physics thing that we've done. But you never know. There's a hammer. Not sure if it'd work with the vine. Depends on the vine's tile ID. Probably. And we'll head into the spade game here. Progress so far so good. Glad everyone's enjoying. Hope you're all having a wonderful night. I'm just mashing B this time. We are in the zone where like we don't even need to worry about extra lives no more until we hit like a really hard lost levels level or something. And this is really mean if you are small Mario because the water creates all sorts of problems. But as big Mario, nothing whatsoever. All right, 3-4. And when it takes a while to load, it means it's going to be a game from a different thing. 1-1? Are we talking lost levels 1-1? Now, in you know, this, normally, there's like a thing at the front here where you do a bit of this, and a bit of this, and a bit of this. But will it work with the Mario World physics, is the question. That bounce was bigger than the one that I got in Mario 3. It's kind of funny. But there's still this. And there's a glitch in Super Mario All-Stars where if you like you kick a shell and then like bounce on enemies, like it still counts. Like if I do like some of this. Okay, maybe it's been fixed. Maybe I did it wrong. One of the two are totally possible. But we've had 1-1 from both Mario 1 and Lost Levels. I was trying to get an epic bounce. It doesn't matter in the long run. Did we lose the frog suit? We did, because it turned into a fire flower when we went into 6-3. The question is, though, did we lose it because I grabbed another flower, which may have overwrote the power-up that it thought we had? Look at the bridges going up and down like that. It's kind of interesting to see. Again, another end spade. I might as well start using some power-ups because we're going to run out of space for them. 3-5 is 2-1 of Super Mario Bros. 3. Might as well grab a leaf. Again, did we see yet what the leaf turns into when you enter a Mario 1 OG level? Maybe, maybe not. There is a star there, but we don't need no star. Of course, there is like a really weird random secret up in the sky here. I love Mario 3. It's just like random things you can fly up and find sometimes. All that work for like 16 coins. All the day's work. Very dry water level. Yeah, we've had water levels in the desert. We've had desert levels in the water. No real consistency. Ooh, we got 2 mushrooms. Also, yeah, did you? Yes. Well, let's see. That's why it's nice to have the mushroom houses in this world, where we can kind of, what's it called? Let me see. Mushroom flower, 1-up. Something like that. Again, we are already loaded with power-ups. It's nice to have these mushroom houses that are guaranteed to give you frog suits. So this gives us a bit of time to experiment with some things. Next time I die, oh, actually, this one isn't an automatic frog suit. Next time I die, though, I will try a frog suit again. I do have the hammer, so we could use the boat and do all this. Everyone loves using the boat in Super Mario Bros. 3. You can go and do all this, but does anyone ever take the time to go up here and do this? Not that there's any reason you would want to, but you can. It would have been cool if there was more boats in Mario 3. I expect the +2 power-up you bring to Mario 1 will max it at +2 Fire Flower and stay there. Yeah, that's probably how it's going to end up working. Get some more leaves there. Get some more good stuff. And again, like, we can get a bunch more lives. Still, again, no point we could get infinite lives yet. We tried at the beginning of... Ooh, 1 of each. That should be worth something. At the beginning of 1-1 in the Lost Levels, but it unfortunately did not count for anything. Or rather, did not work because of the physics changes that I implemented. There's the frog suit we're looking for. So we can definitely use that in a future level and not pick up anything to see if the game will still remember when we return to the map that it was indeed the frog suit. I'm just mashing the button. Once again, 1 of each. Mashing seems to get you 1 of each. And that leaves us with 1 more mushroom house to go check out. And of course, another thing I looked at in a short was that down there, it looks like Japan. People blasphemed me. I didn't believe it. But you got Hokkaido there, Honshu, Shikoku, Kyushu. All that fun stuff. Definitely looks like that was what was intended when they designed that. Is this one also a frog suit? There you go. You're craving pizza and burgers and burritos and hot dogs and tacos, SME64 Plus. That sounds like a fun time. I could go for any of those right now. I'm not particularly picky. With all that said and done, though, thank you for your patience. Let's get into 3-6. And this is a level from 1-4 of which Mario? Is it going to be Mario 1? Or it's looking like it's Mario The Lost Levels. And there goes our face into a brick. And then Mario refused to land on the platform. I guess I could take the frog suit into this level, which we know will make us fire. But I have to now not get hit and not pick up any other power-ups, which is kind of like, do I have the skill to do that? Probably not. Considering I didn't have the skill to make that simple jump. I don't have much faith for the rest of things. But let's see. Let's see what we can do. Fire bars being kind of spooky. Yeah, I can still use the fire, even though it's technically a frog suit. I can do like a bit of that. I need to hurry it out of this. Yeah, because like that's gonna happen. Oh, shoot. I held down to try and do a duck jump, but Mario wasn't having any of it. Well, we still got like another frog suit, so we can try it again someday. Alright, Koopa. Thanks a lot. Wrecked all of our fun. Just like the box art. Fallen in. Oh yeah, that's right! That's exactly what I just did there. Someone needs to make a Mario All-Stars version of that. And because we beat the first world castle, we get one toad coming out of that bag. Remember, a giant pipe on the Japan. Yes. Exactly, the classic Japan giant pipe. There was an issue of Nintendo Power where it was like the April Fool's issue, and it was called Project M. I think it was called that, obviously long before the Smash Brothers Wii mod, and it was like testing if pipes would work in real life, and it made it sound like it was like super scientific and it could happen someday. Try a star, YS Bunny. Is a good thought. Last time we tried to star, it ended up being a Mario 3 level. It will probably, of course, it will end up being a Mario 3 level again. Maybe using a star like guarantees you a Mario 3 level. That could be funny. Can you get swallowed? Oh no, oh no, oh no. There's a P-switch in there? When did that happen? I don't know if I ever knew that. Or maybe I did, and it's been like a really, really, really long time since I pressed that. But now we know. And knowing is 1/4 of the battle. Okay, over here, up here, and around here. Actually, but like, I think another block has a P-switch in it too, doesn't it? Oh god, oh gosh. Remember when Boss Bass got added to 7-5 in the Luigi randomizer we did? That was good. Alright, I can get a 2 up here. I can double our profits if I get the correct thing. Mushroom, 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 mushroom. The time you get a star when you don't want a star. That's the way the music goes. With the fish that doesn't care about a star. Hi, Christian. Hope you're having a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by for some Super Mario All-Stars Plus World Randomizer here. Oh man, I should use the star this time. Every time I should use it, I don't. Here is a ghost house. Oh, that could have been a fun time to use it. This is the other ghost house that doesn't have a secret exit. It's the Chocolate Island ghost house. Home to everybody's favorite enemy, Fishin' Boo. Who, if you use him in your ROM hack, you are the worst. There are some super mean ways you can incorporate Fishing Boo into your ROM hack. Thankfully, he only appears this one time in the original game. It's because of the way that his, the way he's facing kind of just snaps left and right. And it can just feel like you're taking some really cheap hits from that guy. Is this a power-up? I guess we'll never know. Ugh! Or maybe we will know. Okay, we got Boo lasers. I think also the only time you see them, they might appear one more time. Can you bounce on the Boo laser? Is actually a really good question. Boo, come back down here so I can jump on you. Badger, 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 badger. Remember that? Good times. Okay, come over here. Come over here. Ugh! It would work. But it'd have to be a bit better time than that. I should just go get the freaking cement block. All right, this way. That was great. Okay, all right, this way, this way, this way. Almost there. Like I said, this is the other ghost house that you play once and then you never touch it again because there's no secret exit. Okay, just like that. Just like that. And we're done. Another level down. Good to see you're all up to date on your ancient internet meme culture. With the fish, yeah, so I guess he does swallow you even if you use a star. Let's use another star on this next level and see if it will reveal whether or not the stars work in games from other levels, or levels from other games, rather. Almost. Okay, we got 3-8 coming up. Again, we got lots of stars. Not actually as many stars as I thought we had. Yeah, we should save the mushrooms for the Mario 2 levels. Oh, it could be. It could be. Oh, it's Super Mario World. It's the intro cutscene, so like it hasn't been revealed yet if we should have star power. But now, no star. So did I just waste the star then? Is that, oh shoot, you're not really supposed to spin jump here. Because then you can kind of put yourself in a bad situation. But we're fine. Yeah, so I'm shocked that the overworld star does not work in games other than Mario 3. That's really surprising. Taking this secret door gets you a checkpoint and a 1-up. And then takes you to the second room. I should probably report that as a bug. Interesting. I remember dial-up chants. Yep, my grandparents had dial-up, picking up the phone, hearing all those funky sounds, playing games on, foxkids.com. And there was like one other one that was like really popular when it came to the games. Remember, teletoon.com, that probably really shows my Canadianism. But that was classic. No, there were so many good websites to go and play games on back in the olden days. And of course there was the RuneScape, the Runescape. Couldn't get enough of that. Maybe the intro cutscene canceled out the star. That would be so disappointing. Why did I even bother with the mushroom? We're gonna lose it anyway. But more waiting, everybody. Wild Randomizer, David Ray. Hope you're having a great night, David Ray. Yeah, it's cool to see levels from all the games mixed in. It is really lopsided in terms of Mario 3 and Mario World. Again, it's so weird that we started with the Mario 2 level. And haven't seen one since. Unless I'm really forgetting. But I don't think I am. Basically, there's still 19 Mario 2 level up for grabs that we may or may not encounter someday. And no green block to hit. And get a prize before fighting Windy Koopa here. Or sorry, not Windy. We got this guy instead. Windy is castle number 6. So, just again, Mario being a Mario World being a circus. This is like whack-a-mole. That's the thing, yeah. You play at the circus, isn't it? I swear I'm better at this fight than I'm making it look. Someday. I was always afraid to press down as a kid in case, you went through. This is really the only time in the game you see pipes that are two-ended like that. And there you go. Why does Windy own a fast food restaurant? I think the star would have appeared in the intro, but you could be wrong. I know it can appear in the castle destruction sequence. Softest cat, interesting. That was castle number 3. Let's go get some more stars so we can keep trying if the star will work. From the End Spade game here. Alright, let's actually get serious. I think this is a 1-up I keep picking by accident. What's this? That's a mushroom. I think we discovered this was a mushroom. This is money. Does that mean the money is also here? Yes. This is star. Is this star? That's 20 coins. That's a flower. That's also 20 coins. We'll see if we can remember that. But with that, we have like 2 levels left of World 3, one of the longest worlds in the game. Quite a step up from the previous ones. Was anyone else ever able to tell where Windy would pop up due to how you could see her feet under the pipes for a frame or two? Interesting. Now we have another Mario World castle. Getting them all out of the way here. This is a weird one, and it has an interesting secret at the end of the first corridor here. Thankfully, the ball and chain is like nowhere near as scary as the fire bar from Mario 1 because of the way it works. So you can go in that door, or you can go up through this block, and there's a secret pipe up here, which leads you to the bonus game. Now, do not be fooled. This is unfortunately like there's no rhyme or reason to it. You could load state, hit the same one, and get a different result. It's all about what frame you hit it on, and we had a really good lucky run going there for a bit. There you go. We had almost perfect. Now, should I jam myself through the floor one more time? I think we've had enough of that for one day. And there you go. So now we are in the room with the ceiling that comes down. We can do a bit of that, and 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 a bit of that. And then you run for your life. I think we should be good. There you go. And then what is this, like the second and last appearance of nets in Mario World? They might show up like one more time in Bowser's Castle or something. Now let's grab the cape. Let's try and keep the cape this time. We almost flew up to the top with the cape. I don't think there's really much we could have done with that, but it could have been fun. You can get like a 1-up combo by stomping on these guys on the nets like that. And like, remember, like, see, that one's 400. So if you do all of that, you can probably get a few 1-ups that way. But it's Ludwig, the like one really unique boss, and I botched the jump horribly. Where every other boss is a repeat. Or, you know, has a repeat version. But it's weird that this is like the one that gets to be super unique. And this is a really nice boss fight, so I always enjoy Castle number 4. Okay, and then the one thing you want to do is like make sure when he jumps, he doesn't go off screen, because that's no fun. And I was gonna say, just like that, World 3 is done, but I think that was 3-9. We've just been getting a heavy load of castles at the end here. But we still got one level to go before we've wrapped up the 3rd world. Did you lose it after 2 seconds last time? I lose everything after 2 seconds. The pipes in Wendy's boss fight are too short, and Wendy is just big enough for them that she teleports to a new pipe and pops up. There's also a net in the front door. You usually take the room that has them. Nice. As a kid, my rooms were, I think, door 2 and door 8. Door 2, I think, is the auto-scrolling one, which is not even necessarily like the easiest one. I should have done the star again. Oh, C-1. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, if I die, I'll probably forget, but I'll definitely try to remember to use a star. Since we have Mario World physics, I always think I'm going to be able to pick up the shells, even in this game. But that's not how it works. There's a 1-up right there, though. So, I mean, that's good. We are definitely increasing our life count ever so slightly. And it's more fun to do it this way than it is to... How come my combo disappeared? Nothing there happened as I intended it. But if you ever want to see what happens if Mario eats a poison mushroom, now you know. Of course, we played through... The first thing I played when I came back from my, 22nd annual game display hiatus was we played through the entirety of Mario The Lost Levels. So will it remember the checkpoint is an interesting thing. It will, because it's remembered Mario World checkpoints before. Mario 3 does not have a single checkpoint, so it's cool to see that in this randomizer, they do indeed work. But will the star work in Mario 1 or Mario Lost Levels is the question. Thank you so much, Chance. I really appreciate that. Oh, wait, no checkpoint. Or does this level not have a checkpoint? I thought it did. It's possible I'm forgetting. I wonder if the invisible 1-up block will come back now that we've reloaded. I'm going to wait for that Koopa Troopa to kind of get out of our face, though. It is there again, so really no loss from taking a silly death. Like, I'm telling you, how come the combo's not comboing? It's kind of weird. Doesn't one of these have a thing? There you go. I guess the mushroom doesn't bounce when you hit the block from underneath, but I thought it does in Mario 1. So I'm not sure why it hasn't been in the couple times I've tried it. So here's a weird bounce you gotta make. Again, so here's where all the bounce height is. They took Mario 3's bounce height and added it into the Lost Levels. Now you always got like a ridiculously high bounce in Lost Levels. That feels like a little more ridiculously high though than you normally get. Hello TNPIR, happy day before Friday. The true story, Jersey Mike sandwich artist told me today that she was dying to change her hair color to blue. I said it would be a mighty colorful opinion, puns. Thank you so much TNPIR, I hope you're having a great day. How recent is this randomizer? It seems like a no-brainer. I think it's still under development and it's like a pretty recent thing, as of maybe like a month ago. So not too old at all. And again, a big thanks to YS Bunny in the Discord server for suggesting it. If you have things, especially Mario ROM hacks, 123 World 64 that you would like me to check out, always happy to take suggestions in the Mario Hacks Discord channel. And yeah, especially if there's like anything you've made yourself and you've always wanted to see someone stream it. I'm up for that too. But okay, here we go. A-2. A-2 is really easy. Again, you'd think that, A coming after World 9 would be, the most difficult thing. But no, the difficulty kind of goes back to basics with World A. Then by World D, it's kind of up there again. But here we go. And of course, you get that weird brick thing in Mario All-Stars where you get sucked up into the ceiling. And it's fun times all around. But okay, here we go. Here we go. Something like this. What if we go up here? Like, this is that. I think this is a warp zone to World B. We might as well try it just for fun. It should still count as beating the level. Super Mario Bros. 1 Remastered is so good. I like the remastered tracks. The graphics are nice too. I bet if you enter a Mario World level with the hammer suit, it will give you the secret laser suit. I love that. I love that. They should have put that in there. Again, we're running out of stars to try that with. Might as well use a mushroom. Keep the inventory flowing. And let's see, what kind of level is this going to be? Actually, I guess we've established now. No, the star does not work when you enter a level. Oh, it's Valley of Bowser 3. A really funky one that we'll be talking about on the channel soon. Thanks everyone who's been checking out the shorts and all your kind comments on videos and such. I do my best to respond to everything when I can. It just means so much that everyone's enjoying the stuff that the channel's throwing out there. And I'm glad it looks like people are enjoying the stream tonight. Again, every Tuesday, Thursday, sometimes other nights as well. We play stuff, talk about stuff, yap about stuff. Classic stuff particularly. But I hope you're enjoying this randomizer where, we're back in Mario World Town now. Just kind of floating our way through reality here. Am I going to pay the price for not activating that thing? Probably. Thankfully, Mario World has the best physics of any game ever made, so you can recover from all of your mistakes. Like there's no tomorrow. And there you go. Wait, he did the corrupting video? I just saw that messing with video. Hello, AJ from Mille. Hope you're having a great night. If you've seen any of those corrupting videos recently, maybe that's why this is coming up in your recommendeds. I do have the Messing with NES series, plus of course other ones. It's Messing with NES plus more at this point. Tomorrow we're corrupting Sonic the Hedgehog. There was not going to be a corrupting Sonic the Hedgehog video. Ooh, do I remember? Do I remember? But so many people have been enjoying the Sonic content that there is more Sonic content coming your way. And of course, more Mario and stuff too. But tomorrow, hopefully everyone enjoys that corrupting Sonic video. Can you just beat him with the tail? There he goes. Awesome. I just broke the level using the cape. I mean, I didn't fly right over top of it, so I could have been meaner. I could have been even meaner. Thank you, AJ, for Mille. I should look into Super Mario Remastered. I think I've heard of that. I will look into it again, though. Thank you so much for suggesting it. A messing... Oh gosh, I'm gonna try and read the chat while also playing an auto-scrolling level. Maybe. Okay, everyone, we'll have to take a break from messages for a second, unless I can get a break here. I actually own the Wii version of All Stars, and I got it for Christmas 2016. Everybody dunks on that. I mean, I think it's fine for what it was. What has Nintendo even done for Mario's 40th anniversary? Like, the movie came out. Did they do anything else for Mario's 40th? I would think that this is worse than his 25th. But okay, up here. 1 second, I'll try and read more comments. Appreciate your patience. I don't think there's even any enemies in this level to worry about. With my Wii, Mario Kart Wii, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Oh, you guys pushed it off screen. Well, again, I appreciate you all chatting it up. Let's go and get that 1-up mushroom. Again, we're pretty good in terms of lives now. Never hurts to have a couple extras. Darn you, auto-scrolling. This broke the level in the cave. I noticed that the block sucking thing from All-Stars also happens in the original. If there's an enemy over a block. Yeah, it happens so occasionally in the original. You're absolutely right, Daichi. That it's weird that it became the norm in All-Stars, but sometimes we'll be playing the original and I'll go oh, there's that phenomenon from All-Stars. But it's so much less common than it is in All-Stars. You're absolutely right. I do not have a Switch 2. Loving the corrupting videos, AJ from Millie. Thank you so much. The Zelda vid cracked you up. I'm so glad. I'm so glad when people say that they've been enjoying those. There's a playlist with all of them. If you've found the channel recently, please maybe consider giving it a look. See if there's any other games you might want to see have shredded at the seams. And we're in 7-1 now. This is like a flower you can never normally get in the original SMB because of Mario not being able to get up there. But with Mario World physics, anything is possible, including getting this one up right here. Auto-swirling floating clouds with ice physics. I hate this level. That is a pretty crazy combo. I can't lie. Why All-Stars plus Mario World not on the Wii and Switch? So on the, what's it called? On Nintendo Switch Online, what do we have so far? Like, Mario World's obviously on there. I think All-Stars is on Nintendo Switch Online. I guess there's no need for Mario World plus All-Stars if that's true. Has been a while since I've thought about that, though. Thank you so much, though, Pomni. Hope you're having a great night. Super Mario Land 3 Wario Land is on the Switch as of yesterday. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. And as we were talking in the Discord server about the Game & Watch Gallery games, where 1 and 2 still aren't on there, I believe. Nintendo's definitely taking their sweet time to release stuff, but I mean, that's how they've always been, so I guess we shouldn't be too surprised. I think this version of your hack hates Mario 2. Yeah, exactly. There has just been like nothing from Mario 2, but now that we've jinxed it, nope, still not Mario 2. This is one of the Muncher Plant levels from World 7 with these guys. Does it still work where if you pause, they go up and down? It indeed does. Doesn't make me any better at timing it though. So we'll just skip past that, pretend it never happened. I mean, this is like the one time when I could actually use the star power-ups and it will work. Because it doesn't work in any of the other games, so I guess we might as well use them when we see it's a Mario 3 level. Problem is, before going in, you just don't really know what it's going to be. Goodbye, Raccoon Mario. Now, he never sticks around for long, but he always ends up coming back. Look at that. Cloud leaf, making a pattern. First video game I ever played was the final level of New Super Mario Bros. Wii when your cousins brought their Wii over to my grandparents. All 4 of us played the final level. Analog Zelda. That sounds awesome. That sounds like a great way to experience some Super Mario. So like you guys played, I guess, 4 players at a time in New Super Mario Bros. Wii? That's awesome. That is definitely a way to take on the final stage. Super Time Brother. Actually, Mario World plus All-Stars contains a unique sprite for Luigi. Yes. Oh, no. Man, I'm really taking on both these guys. No power-ups. Oof. Ugh. It worked out. Oh, well, the flying teeth. Smile on. You hear Mario Kart Tour is being shut down? Yes. Yes. Unfortunately, it seems to be what happens to mobile games. Should we use a power-up? Here, Leaf Mario coming on back. Oh, when it takes a while to load, you know it's from something else. Oh, I was really hoping we would get a Mario 2 level. 8-4! This has got to be Lost Levels 8-4. Oof, okay. Like, I've done this a million times, but not with Mario World physics. Oh, yeah, I can't even have a leaf. I was like, didn't I use a leaf? No. I guess it's probably best to stay small for that then. Okay, alright. We got the final not extra level of Lost Levels. Let's do it. So we're small now. Like, you can see how the physics are so different. Oh, it's so weird. But okay, still worked. Still worked. Is there anything here? There's like a thing there. Yeah, we obviously don't want that. Okay, something like that. Like that. And like that. And then we get a bit of a water section here. I like how in the original version, the 8-bit versions of, Mario 1 and Lost Levels, the underwater sections in the castles still play the underwater music, so whenever they don't... Actually, that might not be true for this one, or actually I think it is still true. The difference with the Lost Levels underwater castle room is that it's not green, but I think it still plays the underwater music. But here's a mushroom, so we can at least get a little bit more powered up. Then we gotta make like a weird jump here. Okay. And then we're here. And what is the pattern for this room? Is the question we need to ask ourselves. It might have been that I'm supposed to go underneath those question mark blocks. Do a thing like this. No, that worked. That worked. Okay. And I feel a lot more confident about this with the SMW physics. than I normally do with the non-SMW physics. A lot more control in the air than you have in typical Lost levels. Fall down there, there's 2 invisible coin blocks that will force you to go back through the level and play a bunch of that again. So you really don't want to do that. Run past fake Bowser, jump over a pipe or 2, get this guy, you kick him, then he like comes back in your face. Unless we let him despawn, I guess. And then just like that, we can just tank it if we really wanted to. But we don't want to do that. And that's 8-4 of Lost levels. Remember, there's a thing you could tick to not play late game Lost levels. Mario once again would rather take a dunk into the lava than save Princess Peach. He's a guy who's just in it for the thrills. It wasn't about saving the princess at all. GG Chance, thank you. The kingdom is saved. Now try a more difficult quest. I mean, crazy. Is it going to take us to level 9-1? I like the Peach sprite at the bottom glitching out there. And we're almost done with World 4 as we enter 4-6. Once again, looking like it's going to be from a different game. Mario 2, 7-2 from, I'm guessing, Mario 1 then. So the more difficult version of 2-2 with an extra blooper or 2 floating around. Don't forget that because we have the Mario World physics, we can do some silly things like swim up and out of the water, which is awesome. Now we can finally actually do it at that spot that I was talking about. You still don't swim very fast though, that's for sure. And once you lose your power-up in a water level in Mario 1, there's nothing you can do to get it back. Oh no! So again, you really don't have like any control once you're up there. So if you come back down on something, there's nothing really that can save you. Alright, oh no! Oh no! Well, we got up there, but it didn't end up ending so well. You bet World 7-8 is going to be nothing but Mario 2. Oh, World 7-8 are going to be nothing but Mario 2 levels? You're probably right. You're probably right about that. We could do like a little bit of this and skip to the Mushroom House. Whatever we get from this Mushroom House, I'm using. Alright everyone, it's Tanuki time in Mario 1. That was a cheap death. So remember, it's not going to actually be the Tanuki suit, unfortunately. But if I get good, and I can beat the level without taking a hit, we will find out if it still counts as the Tanuki suit once we return to the map. So maybe I'm going to be really careful. And we will burn our aquatic foes that appear before us. Like that. Like that. And now we can do the thing where we jump over the wall. And it's like not even a problem. Again, we can do the nice where you hold down in Mario World to get like a really low swim. Hold up to get like a really high swim. I love Mario World swimming. It's so good. Mario World controls overall are just my favorite thing. Okay. Something like, so how can I do this? Like something like that. There you go. There you go. As a kid, I always wanted to go over top of that. And again, today dreams are finally coming true. Take out that blooper. Take out some cheap cheeps. There's gonna be another blooper or 2 here, and then we're home free. And one more time, just for the fun of it. Okay, no, don't you dare. One more time, see if there's anything up and above the pipe here. It'd be really bad if we got soft locked. I mean, that's what time limits are good for. I'm not noticing if there's like any saving or anything going on. So if the game turned off, the power went out, I don't know if we'd have to start all over again, or if maybe it is saving like after each world. You never know. So now let's see when we get back to the map if we are still Tanuki or if it did change us to fire. Yeah, there's no hope for your special power-ups once you've entered a level that's not Mario 3, unfortunately, it seems. The All-Stars version of Mario 1 music has always been the one I associated as the main version because of when you experienced it. That's really cool. Growing up, I remember, like, I went over to a friend's house and they had, what's it called? They had All-Stars. I didn't even know it was a thing, and I'm like, oh my, like my mind was blown because I'd played the NES versions before. I thought it was so cool. Wait, they added the block to 7-2 to prevent the crouch swimming soft lock. Is that an All-Stars or a mod thing? I'm pretty sure that's a an All-Stars thing. They added that in there. Every version after the Japanese Famicom and the North American version. They kept adding that block into everything, it would seem. All right, we got this ghost house. We have had lots of ghost house action. Again, you know, considering all of the Mario World levels out there are, the fact that this is like our third ghost house is kind of funny. Oh, I guess I should do a bit of that. Do we go for the secret exits? Probably not. Maybe. Nah, what the heck. Okay, sure. Okay, well, anyway, this is where the secret exit is anyway. You do a bit of this. You do a bit of this. You do a bit of this. Something like that. Okay. And then you do that. And then that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is bad. Oh. I tried. I really did. Darn stairs and inability to see exactly where they're going. I don't know if you can even try that a second time, because I don't think the coin train comes back until you leave the level. Let's just get out of here, Mario. I'm scared. It's the second last door that you're looking for in this hallway. There you go. But now you know where the secret exit is, in case you were looking for it. Denied chance. I denied myself. Typical. Let me see. There's a cheat you can do in Wario Land on the Switch. You can change timer and coins and hearts and lives and power-ups. Yeah, that was in the original game too. It's like you press select 16 times on the pause menu. I think that gets you like one thing, and I think there's like you can put even a more advanced cheat in than that to change some other stats too. Okay, let's actually concentrate on this. There's a flower. That's a flower. That's 20. I think this is 20. Okay, we can't lose now. Okay, that's a star. That's a 1-up. And let's get our last star. There we go. Hi, Carbon Spire. Hope you're having a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by for some Super Mario All-Stars complete playthrough here. You know, plus World, plus Randomizer. We're just about to hit halfway through the game. Is it going to be an actual airship or castle level? No, it's Donut Secret, not Donut Secret, Vanilla Secret 2. Wow, I haven't seen Yoshi in a long time. Again, it's sad that anything that like you collect in a Mario World level is immediately forgotten after. Well, that combo was good while it lasted, but actually this is a really good level for getting extra lives, because I should stop defeating all of the Koopas. What you do is there's a silver P-switch, and like you bring it back to this point, and they're all silver coins, right? And then you just get like a massive life combo. So let's go do that, just for fun, and that should send our 1-ups into the stratosphere. Actually, okay, what we're gonna do, because we can, is we're gonna. So we ate it back. I still have the silver P-switch in my mouth. And I ate it again. So it's still going. Oh, but it starts over when you press it again. That's interesting. Okay, well, we lost it, but it's okay. This is going to be like a million lives, so it doesn't really matter. All right. And I took out too many of the guys earlier on. No, there's still another one there. Oof. Okay. That's a lot of lives. That's a lot of 1-ups. I think we're good for the long run now. I think we went from like 33 to 66. Did we completely double our life counts? Close to it anyway. But now you know. And again, I keep wanting to say Donut Secret 2. And Vanilla Secret 2, there's some shenanigans that can be pulled off there. Is this a cape? One of these has a cape. Is it not? There it is. And with that, let's beat the level. Just need 3 more. 1 more, 3 more. It all works. What do we got going on here? Oh, I could probably... Oh no, I didn't mean to put him down the hole. I just wanted to jump off him for a second. I'm sorry, Yoshi. That was mean. There you go. Well, we were going to lose him after beating the level anyway. Skip the cape animation. Speedrun strats softest cat. I love just messing around with Mario. It was 39 lives before, so it's a pretty significant increase nonetheless. And that brings us to World 5 with a cool 67 lives. Alright for Yoshi. Yoshi deserves better. He was gonna be vaporized by the randomizer anyway. I was just doing it sooner. Hello, Metal Wario 64. Sorry, real busy today, so might not be around. Just wanted to stop by and say hi, Metal Wario. Really appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're having a great day. Not too busy. Hope you have some time to relax. And it means a lot that you stopped by. There's a star in like one of these. There it is. This is I wonder if you take the backwards warp zone, it would be so mean if it took you back in the randomizer. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared to try it because I have no interest in like replaying the last world. but it's tempting. It's like, what would happen? What would happen? You're here for now, but probably hanging out with family in a bit. This render looks interesting though. Yeah, thank you. It's YS Bunny recommended it. It takes all 5 games and like the different ones that like, what if it actually took us back to World 1? That'd be so mean. That would be so mean. Oh, thank goodness. So any level on the Mario 3 map can be any level from any of the 5 games basically. And it's been cool so far. We're pretty much halfway there. Of course, it's a little skewed because the worlds get a little bit longer as you go on. But not too shabby. I was afraid this was going to be really long and difficult because, you know, sometimes levels are a lot longer in like the other games than Mario 3. But so far, it hasn't been too bad. Was that the same as the first End Spade? It may have been. I'm not paying too close attention to the combos. It's 8-1, everybody. 8-1 is a bit spooky. We've had lots of discussions lately about, like, you know, if it looks better in the NES version or not. What is this? Is this a flower or a... Yeah, it's not a cape or a leaf. So there's like no flying going on here. You might get a leaf a little bit later. That's a star. Who needs that? Should I get the one up? Woof. What do I do? I'm stuck! I can't move! Ah! Oh my god, there's like no iframes in Mario 3. Compared to Mario World. Why couldn't they give me the Mario 3 iframes? That would have been appreciated. That's right, there's like no bounce height anymore. Actually, okay, that was pretty okay. Alright. Nice. Can I see your comment? Sorry, SME64+. Yes. If I don't see a comment, please be sure to post it again. Try my best to read everything. Really appreciate everyone chatting it up tonight. You're back. Glad to have you back. Hope you enjoy the rest of the stream. Analog Zoda's been making some arrangements of DKC2 soundtrack, planning on making it double album size. You've gone through Cave Rule Returns, Welcome to Crocodile Isle, Clomp's Romp, and you're barely started. No, Donkey Kong Country 2 has such a good soundtrack. Remixes are always also cool as well. Good luck with that project. This would be longer if the enemies were randomized too. Chance, don't say that. Don't say that, Chance. Anyone who doesn't know the reference, my Donkey Kong Country entrance randomizers I've played. All it ends up being is mincers everywhere. Or if you get like Parrot Shoot Panic, it's impossible because you just always descend down into jank situations you can't avoid. What is this level? What is this like weird pipe formation at the beginning? Well, this is 7-4. This would be a great level for the frog suit, but there's like no way to know before coming into it. That's, you know, you should equip it. Basically, you know, you just kind of have to lose a life, and then you would know going in that, okay, the frog suit helps here. But otherwise, sit back, relax, get comfortable. It's another auto-scrolling level. I was gonna, you know, burn our fish man here. Instead, I decided to take 2 hits to the face. Maybe I'm trying to get it to put us into a situation where I can then equip the frog suit and we can use it for like its best purpose of the game, going through all of these guys. But with Mario World swimming physics, I'm not too worried about accidentally smashing into Electrofish here. So the one that shoots fish is Big Bertha, or the one that swallows you whole is Boss Bass. I believe that's the distinction. In terms of Blooper that like spews babies at you, I'm not sure if he has a special name or not. But he's here, hanging out. Is this a power-up? It is. Remember, you gotta hit that block from the bottom left if you want it to go to the right. And we should be approaching the end here. I think it's a job well done. After the first the first bit of nonsense. And there you go. And it doesn't matter what we get. The number is ruined. Spiny Cheep Cheeps. They only appear in this one level, Super Tom. Like, aren't they weird? Imagine the Tim Oak suit transforms into a full cape suit. Oh, the Tanuki suit transforms into a full cape suit. The Super Mario World, like Mario's wearing a full suit made out of a cape. Kind of reminds me how Mario, like the Cape Mario in Mario World was going to have the helmet that we looked at in a short, found in the beta graphics. Like Cape Mario was intended to be more of like a human cannonball getting shot out of a cannon, and that's why you have those cannons in Mario World, or like the pipes in Mario World that kind of act like cannons. There's definitely remnants of the circus theme in there. People have pointed out like the music as well. This is World 4 airship. It's really slow. Like, really nothing happens. So Mario's gonna take a nap here while we read the chat for a little bit. The blooper that spews little ones is called Blooper Nanny. Oh, that's cool. Bowser is about to bring your kids to work day. He's all about it. Yeah, remember that? What's your favorite lives farm in Super Mario World? The one you just did in Vanilla Secret. Mine's Donut Secret 3. Yeah, Vanilla... Let me see, one second. This is like the one part we gotta concentrate for a second. If I could get up there, I could get some sort of prize. There we go. Yeah, if... I don't usually farm for lives in base Super Mario World. But if I had to, yeah, what do you want to say? No, Vanilla Secret is what I want to say. Vanilla Secret 2 is probably one of the most fun places I would do it at. You said Donut Secret 3. Donut Secret 3. I'm trying to think, what is Donut Secret 3? Oh, sorry, no, Donut Secret 1. So that's the water level. I was gonna say, I don't think there's a Donut Secret 3. It goes Donut Secret 1, then the Donut Secret Ghost House, and then Donut Secret 2 in like the Valley of Bowser portion of the map. Well, that was kind of a mean situation to be put in there. But yeah, underwater there's some funky stuff you can do. And there's of course that weird room with the pea balloon. Let's go beat up on a boss. Is this Ludwig again? No, this one like Larry Iggy Man. Larry Iggy Von Maestro. Okay, and there you go. Jumping on Wiggler's chance. Yes, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. In Super Mario World as well. Donut Secret 1 up farm is fun because if you get a 256 combo, you overflow the counter and you get 100 points off this guy. I've never done that. That's cool. The helmet implies that it could be hurt without it. Nintendo didn't want that. It's true. Anyone remember Wiggler Wednesday? Let's actually try and get some 1-ups from this. Let's see. I haven't done this properly in a while. All right. One more. And there you go. I actually tried that time. It looked kind of cool though. The star sticking out the bottom there. Let's get a Hammer Bro here. So how do you think the Spiral Tower is going to work? My guess is that it's not randomized because it's actually a really long pipe transition. Another thing coming down the pipeline we're going to be talking about. That just takes you to like the other half of the map. But my guess is it is indeed an actual like proper Mario 3 thing going on here. Where we climb the tower. So let's do it. I always manage to find a way to do something hilarious whenever we climb the Spiral Tower. Because there's that 1-up that's hidden out in the block zone. That's like impossible to get without the P-Wing. Well, now we don't even have the leaf. so there goes that. I think it's because the Mario World physics sent me a little bit higher than I had expected there. But okay. That saves me from being tempted to try something that was probably going to lead to death anyway. So let's go here, go up here. And that is, everybody, the Spiral Tower. If you pause select at 99 lives at the perfect frame, the lives counter will display BO on the overworld. Now that's cool. I had no idea that was a thing. in Mario World. Unfortunately, the Mario World physics did not add the ability to jump off of vines, which is like one of the nicest things that Mario World added in. 5-4. Progress is happening. 5-4 is actually 5-Fortress. Funny how that works out. And there goes any ability to do a secret up there. But what else can we do? I think that you run a little bit slower in Mario World compared to Mario 3. Is that why? That was a little bit of shenanigans. And boos. Boos are like really fast in Mario 3. Mario mashing his face into a thwomp happens really fast in Mario 3. Alright. A couple more jumps. Big old door. And another boom boom fight. As long as you get him real quick. Don't give him any chance to fly around or do anything creative. And there he goes. Since there are 2 fortresses in World 5, the first fortress specifically, yes, you are correct. Well, I should be using more of these power-ups because I feel like we're probably filling up on them. Where is that? Where is that? Somewhere. That's a 10 coin. What's over here? Yeah, that's right. Like you said, this is like the first one that we did. So I should remember where that one up is. No, there's the one up. Is the gold one up trick possible in All-Stars? Unfortunately, if you get into the battle in this specific spot still, the one-up mushroom will be there, but it's not gold. I did make a short which demonstrated that. We're not going to be doing that today because it would require a whole bunch of shenanigans, and actually it's impossible now because we just beat 5-4. But it's not gold in this version of the game, but you can access that battle stage if you go through all of that rigmarole. And really appreciate everyone who checked out that video and continues to check out my stuff maybe after discovering my channel through that video. It really means a lot. I'm glad you're having fun here tonight. We got Spike out in the open. I think before this, the only level he appears in is 5-2. Actually, no, he's in 3-7 as well. So he's in a few levels. He was a cool addition to the DK crew. I'm trying to get the one up that was up there though. See if I can still get back up and do it. There it is. Almost at 99. It's taken us a little while to increase our life count. Haven't done anything too cheap, but of course, what does that do? Isn't there like, if you fly, there's some money? Yeah, that's like the weirdest P-switch. Who was gonna think to look way up there? And there you go. Sometimes even when, so again, that's why I guess we're not getting a star every time we run at the roulette at the end, because Mario runs a bit differently in Mario World. So we're not getting the same speed and thus not getting the same results. Hello. The Emerald Wolf, you love Mario 3 on NES so much, but the fact you can't save really ruins it for me. Well, that's fair. You know, by 1988, they had save backup batteries. They could have added one if they wanted to, but they made the conscious decision to cheap out. And they say they put the whistles in there instead. You know, like you can get 2 right off the bat at the beginning of the game to kind of help you get back to where you were. But it's obviously not the same as not being able to save. Hope you're having a great night though, the Emerald Wolf. Thanks for stopping by. SMB3 has the most random secrets. It does. It really does. Why do those blocks make an H in that level? Well, someone's name started with H and they wanted it in there. Oh my gosh, still no. Like the very first level of the hack or the randomizer was 5-3 from Mario 2 USA, and then there just hasn't been any Mario 2 since. And that was what I was a little bit worried about. I was like, if there's a lot of Mario 2 levels, those can be long and, difficult as well if we don't have the power-ups and such to help us out. But I just can't believe there haven't been any of them. But we had the comment that said, World 7 and 8 will probably just be nothing but Mario 2. That's a level I just flew through it. We don't need to see Butterbridge 2. Or, Butterbridge 2. Oh, you're so welcome, the Emerald Wolf. Saw your one-up video when you first released it, and I'm a big fan of your content streams. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great evening. It's even worse than that. The Japanese version came out in 1988, But the American version didn't come out until February of 1990s. Yeah, there was like definitely time to, you know, add that in had they wanted to. But yeah, I wouldn't expect them to, you know, add in the whole battery. I don't think I've ever stood up here in my whole life. So now we get to see what's up on top of this platform. Yeah, Japan probably would have been mad if Nintendo would have added that. I mean, we already got saving in Dragon Warrior when Dragon Quest in Japan didn't have it, but there was quite a few years in between. Because, you know, the year we got Dragon Warrior was the year they got Dragon Quest 3, and that did have battery backup, so you know, it only made sense that by that time they would have gone back and added it in. I don't think my inventory's full, because if it is, we're probably about to overwrite a Tanuki suit. Oh, we're overwriting oh, actually, I might have already overwritten a Tanuki suit. I gotta use more power-ups. There's just like no reason to. If you do this, can you still press B to fight him? You can't. Well, he'll wake up eventually. And we'll get him then. Hello, Coral Cola! Ranks right up, Andrew 2026. Ranks right up there with quotes like pow 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 from Star Tropics. Hope you're having a great night. We've got 9-3 from Super Mario Brothers 2 Japan, where you can get like a weird climb a vine up into a... I didn't actually mean to climb it, but the second I touched it, he kind of just started going up there with a mission. If you really wanted to get even more lives though, this could kind of be the place for you to do it. I love the really weird funky levels though. In World 9 of Mario 2J, they're just so neat. But then you come back down here and you do it all over again, or maybe not. Like you can go over here, but if you go in here, you fight fake Bowser, right? Is that how this works? That also takes you to that weird cloud area, I think. Again, like you might as well just go over. I don't think there's any reason not to. But since we had fire, we just decided to have some fun. And there you go. You love the World 5 Sky theme. There's so much. That's my #1 fave Super Mario Bros. 3 music ever. It's the best. It's a really good track. Those good old Mario coin heavens, or even the map right here. Very, very good. This is a cool idea. Yeah, taking the levels from all the different games and mashing them into one randomizer. That guy was only asleep for like one level. I thought they slept for longer than that. Well, I know what we're using when we return to the map here. Gotta get rid of some of this stuff. Another thing of this. Why not? Are you trying to break Andrew's brain? SMB64 Plus. Is Mario controlling himself, or are you controlling Mario, or is the universe controlling you controlling Mario? I'm getting scared. I feel like just using a flower. I don't need so many flowers in reserve. Double flower. Oh, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? It's probably gonna be like 7-2 of Mario 2. My guess is that when we do eventually get another Mario 2 level, it's going to be like a really difficult one that takes like 5 hours to beat. But this is Cookie Mountain, a really random like one-off level. Because, you know, you have like Donut Plains, Vanilla Dome, World 4 is so... I was spinning. I disagree with that hit interaction, but looks like I lost on that one. Oh yeah, this is probably like the first time I've ever played this without the switch blocks pressed as well. Just hurry up and get this before something hilarious happens. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, we're gonna get a really long Mario 2 level, probably, if we do eventually ever get one. There's a one up there, 74, 25 more, till we max out. But yeah, I don't think I've ever played this without the ability to hit these blocks. I really hope that the Switch Palaces are randomized in, and then it does remember if we press them, because I think that would be really cool. You know how much I love my Switches. No way to hit that thing. Again, like, this is funny to see. Get rid of that guy. Get rid of that guy. Do a bit of that. Grab that. And there you go. I think this is definitely the best SNES cartridge money can buy. The amount of content is so crazy. Super Mario All-Stars? It's so good. It's so good. Well, great. Twice the firepower, Coral Cola. Absolutely. And another freaking... I don't need more items. I don't need those. Did you know that in those Mario 3 Muncher levels, the top of the skinny pipes at the right edge of the level can hurt you depending on those munches are up? I did not know that. Maybe, I was going to say maybe the next time we get one, we'll check it out. But we have now played all of them, so I guess next time we'll have to do it. There you go, everybody. That's my new world record of beating that level. I don't like how fast it went to black there. For a second, I was afraid it might not Might not work anymore after that, but looks like we're good. I'm gonna leave that spade game there again. I think our inventory is pretty full. What is World 5 going to end with? A very unfitting level for the end of World 5. It is! I wonder what happens. Actually, we can't because there's no Yoshi in this level. The color glitch. I wonder what happens if we, like, you know, pulled that off in this randomizer. It would probably just blow up and we'd lose all of our progress. But interesting. Interesting. Guys, I'm pretty sure there's no Yoshi in this level. There's like the interesting cloud side room. But otherwise, not too much going on. We're gonna get the secret exit anyway because like we have a cape. We might as well. Again, weird to see outlines in like levels I would definitely never have normally seen outlines in. Actually, there is no moon over here, is there? No, but you still get 3 1-ups anyway. So why not? And there you go. Doki Doki Mario 2 included. It is Cola, but because it only has 20 levels, and like you look at Mario 3, Mario World, which have tons and tons of levels, plus Mario 1, Mario 2J, we have seen only one Mario 2 level so far, and it was the very first level we played. So hopefully we see another one soon. Maybe you're good luck. Oh, nope, not quite yet. And this is going to be like 4-3 out of Mario 2J. 4-3 of Mario 2-1 is the mushroom one, which is always really cool. So far, I haven't seen one Mario 2 level. Have you missed the first 5 minutes of the stream? No Mario 2 for you. I'm hoping there's more. I want to see like more interactions between inventory items and stuff with Mario 2. So I'm a little bit disappointed, but then again, like I understand mathematically how it's a lot more difficult to randomly get a Mario 2 level. But like you'd think that after 5 worlds, we would have seen more than one. So far I haven't seen, I think this is definitely one of the best, I worried you'd smash roll yourself below the level in SW1. Nice waterfalls in the frozen world. Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, there is like water back there. Even randomizers overlook USA Mario 2. Yeah, no hate for Mario USA 2 here. I've always enjoyed it for as different as it is. Mario 2 has the least amount of levels per game. Exactly. How funny would it be if the game predicted for the first level would be the only occurrence of Mario 2 the entire game? That would be so sad if there's no more Mario 2. I mean, like, didn't even beat that level. We skipped it from the very beginning. I played like half of it, and then I noped out of it because I was not ready for Mario 2. Like, Mario 2 was not the first kind of level to get us, you know, accustomed to this. So, if that ends up being the only time that we see it, I'm going to be really sad. Oh. I just imagine a 1990s kid getting very excited after getting SNES and Mario All-Stars. Plus Mario World. For Christmas, SME 64 Plus. No, that would just be amazing. Like, that would be such a cool thing to get, for sure. Because, yeah, you know, this wasn't even released in Japan. The Plus Mario World version. It was like a Western exclusive thing, which is pretty cool. As like a console packet. Europe may have had it sold separately, but in North America, it was only part of a console bundle. All right. You know, but Lincoln Star. Oh yeah. So that was great, Lucky Bacon. I love that. He just gets back on the helicopter and leaves. That was really good. Europe has it. You can confirm it. Yeah, I said West. It's hard. It's hard. Sometimes people only mean like North America. But no, yeah, Europe also got Super Mario All-Stars Plus World. But again, I think that was sold separately there as well as a console bundle. Where in North America, we just had it as a console bundle. So it doesn't have like an individual box. Can I do a Donkey Kong Country randomizer? I love the Donkey Kong Country entrance randomizer. And I'm sure we'll do another one sometime soon. Okay, thank goodness we had whittled down our inventory enough to the point where it did not erase the hammer. But this is like the last point in the game when you can even use the hammers, right? In World 6 here? Yeah, World 7 and 8 don't have one, so I'll even have to consider like where we do that. But like so many flowers. This darn spade games overflowing our inventory with junk we don't need. Alright everyone, cross your fingers for Mario 2! 8-3 of Mario 1. Okay, well with fire, we should have no trouble here. Even if we didn't have fire, you can get fire back in this level. But this is the last level in the game that has power-ups. The first one is at the front here. There you go. And then we do a bit of this, and a bit of this, and a bit of this, and then this one is here. And all that leaves is these guys. Ooh, okay, we're gonna be doing it with no power-up, so that's a little scary. What's your preferred Hammer Brother dodging strategy? Do you go over or do you go under? In that case, Mario went neither, because I was playing like a bit of a dork, but that's just another excuse to use up some power-ups. Use the hammer on a rock soon. Yeah, we'll have to use it somewhere. In World 6 for sure. How am I so unlucky with Mario 2? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I agree with the comment that we're probably going to get like just 5 Mario 2 levels in a row. You know, to like end it off or something. It's probably what's going to happen. But there you go. Now we're on easy street. And normally this block would be blended in with the background, but unfortunately in All-Stars, you don't get to enjoy any of that. Hi, Christian. This is so cool. I'm glad. I'm glad everyone's having fun with it. I'm having a blast. Again, I was afraid this would end up taking like 5-6 hours, because if we were getting a lot of Mario 2 levels, it's really hard to just run through a Mario 2 level and beat it fast. You know, they are specifically made to be kind of, you know, longer and more complex. Again, wow, a fortress, that's actually a fortress. Except it's the second World 5 fortress, which is kind of funny. The lava at the top of the screen not looking proper. Is that how it always looks in All-Stars? I think it looks nicer than that in original Mario 3, where it looks like actual lava, instead of just a red bar along the top of the screen. But here we go. I guess I might as well grab some of that. Let's see over here, and there you go. Even a randomizer, exactly, cool. Let's beat up on Boom Boom one more time. Why the heck not? There you go. If we don't get any more Mario 2s, you are legally required to just play through Mario 2 before ending the stream, and no warps. AJ from Mille. Oh no. Oh no. So I have done a stream in the past where I streamed Mario 1, 2, 3 in the same stream, and it was about a 5 to 6 hour stream. It wasn't too bad. I wonder if the wall object in 8-3 is still there but invisible, and they just forgot about that block, Lucky Bacon. That's true. I wonder if they did something like that. Hi, RC Shaggy! You might want to play Mario All-Stars, since I do like Super Mario Bros. Now, Mario All-Stars is great. And again, people dunk on it on like the Wii version, but I thought that was fine. I don't know if I ever got an answer. Has Nintendo done anything at all for Mario's 40th anniversary? Because if they have, I can't recall. And the movie doesn't count, because they were making that anyway. All right, let's make some music here. 7-2 of Super Mario Bros. 3, absolutely. All right, we gotta get back up to the normal zone here someday. And of course, this is a level where if you get all the money, or pretty much all of it, you get a white mushroom house, but you need the frog suit to do it. And it's another case of like, you would never think to use the frog suit. I like how the note block stops bouncing while that one-up mushroom is spawning. But yeah, you're not going to think to use the frog suit in this level unless you've been in here before and like know to use it. The movie was just to show Fox, to like advertise the new Star Fox game. Exactly. All right, we need one of each. Star. Nope. Again, Mario World physics. Difference, better, but just unexpected results sometimes. Stop this cat. Would have been nice if they brought back Super Mario Bros. 35. To this day, I don't understand the logic in getting rid of it. They're like, no one will ever rebuy Mario 1 for the 5 billionth time if we don't steal away Mario 35. I don't understand. The one online game I was finally good at, and they rip it from my hands. Star. Me when I look at the night sky. Count those stars. It's Chocolate Island like 5. There are a million Chocolate Islands out there. What's good? A Yoshi. There are glitches abound that you can do in this level. getting blocks to do things that like they're not really supposed to do. Like that one in particular is all sorts of problems. This is the one where Miles, Luigi, and I debated till the sun came up whether or not there was a silver P-switch in the sky. No, I'm kidding. but I was like, man, I swear this level has one, and it is up there. If you fly up and can get a bunch of extra lives from all the spinies and that nonsense. Coral Cola also misses Mario 35. I don't think you'll find a single person who doesn't miss Mario 35. So, you know, we talk about Nintendo making silly decisions these days, but that's certainly an example of one that goes back 5 years now. That I don't think we've ever had an answer to this day on why they have stolen so much fun from us. I don't know about the glitch SME 64 Plus. I know that there's a glitch there. I don't know the exact specifics on pulling it off, but I have seen it at some point. Don't forget about the app called Mario and Wayoshi. I've never heard about that app. That's interesting. I know that they're closing down Mario Kart Tour. We've talked about here briefly. And the Galaxy remakes. It was your first time playing Galaxy 2. Nice. We just beat Galaxy 2 about a year ago for the first time on the Wii, which is pretty crazy. All right, everybody, it's the fortress preceding the back door. Known for its large quantity of crushers and things that can fall on your head. Let's see if we can get through unscathed. Normally you'd grab the cape and you'd like float a bit and all would be good, but sometimes the floating can kind of mess up your timing too. Here, this could be a mushroom. Again, like my first time ever seeing that yellow block not filled out is kind of funny. And here we go. Here's where we're gonna have to get some good timing. This is the worst one. So you have to time it like going up, and then like get in there before it crushes you. And then this one too, and the potable. All right, there you go. And it's Reznor time. First appearance of Reznor tonight, I think. And there it is. They're celebrating the anniversary of Super Mario Bros. By shutting down Mario Kart Tour. Sounds like a plan. Galaxy 1 and 2 are the only mainline Mario games I haven't played. You really got to get into that. The Emerald Wolf. Yeah, they are fun. Like, they're definitely different from, you know, Mario 64, Mario Sunshine and stuff, where they're a little more linear, but I think that's still a good time all around. People anticipate that maybe the next Mario game will be like a Mario Galaxy 3. My bet, I think I said it, was Mario Universe will be the next 3D Mario game. They'll kick it up a notch. It's no longer just a galaxy. It's the whole universe he's going to be exploring. And that's how they'll tie it into the movie and all that. And with that, we're at 6-7 here. Oh, could it finally be Mario 2? No. I mean, I think it's yeah, it's Mario 1. Mario 1, 8-2. I can't believe there have been no more Mario 2 levels since the very first level of the hack. Whoa. If you say so, game. I'm not gonna fight you on that one. That's a glitch I'll gladly take. I don't know what happened, but I'm not gonna complain. That was really cool. We're almost at max lives probably. We got 99 coins. Of course, Mario 1 really mean doesn't let you see. Oh, can we do like a thing? I've like hardly. Whoa! Whoa! That was awesome! Flagpole glitch. I never get that. I love this randomizer. We're just speed running all over the place tonight. I realize I'm speed running so fast I never even got the mushroom house. Actually, I hope my inventory is not full. I don't even know. I'm not keeping track of any of that anymore. Bye-bye, Star. We should probably use a hammer suit at some point. But the problem is if it's not a Mario 3 level, we're going to lose the hammer. Actually, I should have broken this rock with the hammer that we had. Goodbye, rock. Oop. Cool. This has been great. This has been so much fun. Bullet bill glitch, soft locks on All-Stars. Could you imagine? Oh, it's gonna wreck our hammer suit because it's a different game. Still not Mario 2. That if we get soft locked at this point, like I don't know if it's saving or not. Remember, if you pause, there's no menu that asks if you want to save. So I don't know if it's auto saving or what the deal is. It didn't look like there was like any continue option based on it just booting us into the Mario 3 title screen. So I really hope nothing happens that ruins all of our progress here. But I've been having a great time, just romping through this. They say, time flies when you're having fun. I can't believe we're on World 6. Almost done World 6 already. This has been great. I wonder how World 8 will work. I'm guessing like all the different vehicle levels will be like randomized into different things. I don't think we've seen... Oh no, we did see 8-1 from Mario 3 already. But come on, we need a couple more Mario 2 levels. And funny, after not seeing any fortresses from Mario World, we've now had 2 in the span of like 5 minutes. So here comes more Reznor. And don't forget about this guy. Or no, it's the other way around. Don't forget about this guy. It's just so random. Like, who's ever going to do that? And of course, the cape is OP because it can destroy the literal undead. Let's beat Reznor. Take 2. And there you go. We've seen more 8-4s than Mario 2 USA levels. Exactly, Softus Cat, exactly. Hammer Suit equals Big Mario for Super Mario World. Good to know. It wasn't even Fire Mario. You're right. That's terrible. What a ripoff. Should we try it again? Or maybe I should save it for like when we know it's a Mario 3 level. Well, no. Mario 2? Don't get my hopes up. It's taken a really long time. One down. Okay, like literally the world's shortest Mario 2 level. But it's here, everybody. We finally got it. Finally got another one. Whoa. Okay, well before we blow it, let's go down here. You can even get a 1-up because it's just that much fun. There we go. I wonder if you can do the trick in this version. Let's do some of this. Some of this, some of this, some of this. Remember, you put the door here. Here. Yeah, we did it! We're getting all the glitches tonight, everybody! Oh my gosh, this is awesome. This is awesome. And it's Birdo time! First Birdo of the playthrough. Oh man, there's just so much going on in this randomizer. I'm having so much fun. Skipping back and forth between all the different Mario games. Alright, one more Birdo. There we go. Oh, wait, for a second I thought Birdo wasn't Birdoing. But there you go. Don't glitch it too much or you'll crash. That's true. I need to lay off a little. We're almost 3/4 of the way through. We really don't need anything bad happening now. We've seen Mario 3 6-9 already, but what will 6-9 of World 6 be? 2-1. Which 2-1? I'm guessing Mario 1 2-1. We're getting a couple easier levels now. Later on into the game, seeming we're seeing some of the earlier stuff here. That was a very well-placed fireball. Perfect. That's okay, we'll get a star from here. 2-1's a really fun level though. It really kind of kicks things up a notch compared to the first world. Gives you a chance to try out a bunch of new techniques. You get to see the second appearance of the underground bonus room from the first level. And there's just like so much happening. Like there's a power-up block under here somewhere. That one. But there's another one at the end that's like always really fun to get. Where you duck jump. I had so much trouble as a kid getting this one. But then there you go. Something like that, something like that. I don't think I've gotten 5,000 points tonight. Something about the Mario World physics. Not giving us the oomph we need to get up there. But we did it. We finally did it. Really wouldn't mind if they remade Super Mario Bros. For the Advanced Series games. I think like ports of the Advanced Series, but without the screen crunch, would be amazing. That'd be so cool. Plus Super Mario Deluxe from the Game Boy Color. That would be great to play without the screen crunch. Hello, the Emerald Wolf. You got to go to sleep, but it was really great saying hi. Have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was really wonderful having you. Hope you have an absolutely wonderful evening. Need to open the audio viewer. See if the screen has been spliced. Oh no! No, this has been great. This has been great. I gotta go to sleep. Yes, take care. Why is it so speedy? Why are we playing so fast? I don't know. I'm just in the zone. I'm just in the zone tonight. Having a really good time. And I'm glad everyone is too. So here we go. There is another fire flower going along here. Again, normally the only way to get the 1-up to appear in 3-1 would be to get all of the coins in 2-3. Holy moly. Well, this gives us a good chance to use some items from our inventory because I think they've been kind of piling up anyway. Of all the places to die, that's not great. Had to eat some peanut butter to get rid of the hiccups, and Andrew cleared like 7 levels. Oh, we've been having a rip-roaring time. So many silly things have happened. Plus, all the accidental speedrun strats we've been pulling off. Can't complain in that regard whatsoever. But okay, here we go. Here we go. Did I actually started the... Like, I don't think I've died in 2-3 since I was 3. So, I guess this level has a checkpoint. And we actually did start at it, which is interesting. Like... Hello, GravX6X. Hope you're having a nice night. Thanks for stopping by for some Mario All-Stars Plus World Randomizer here. What is this? 4-3? Oh, this is where I clipped into the wall that one time. You might have seen the short about that. So let's try not to do that with the upside down spinies. This is a fun one. I'm just doing my best. Mario smashes his face into things impression here. Who needs all those power-ups anyway? Woo! Gotta make sure we don't get caught up in the extremely short invincibility frames of Mario 3. So we got 87 lives, is pretty good. Over here. I've been really enjoying playing this with the Mario World physics turned on. That was definitely some of the appeal of this as well. I was really excited to try that out. And so far, it gets a big thumbs up from me. I've really adjusted to every game feeling like SMW. And just like that, it's the final level of World 6, everybody. I probably should have used a power-up. What's it? Could it be Mario 2 again? Now we've seen 2 Mario 2. 18 left. Oh! What is this? What is this? Oh, it's 6-2, I think. Okay. With Albatos. It's always... Oh! I was standing on nothing there. This is a great chance to try. Look at that speed. What happens if we equip some items and enter the level? Let's do a star. What else should we do? Let's do Raccoon Mario and enter this. Maybe we'll start off with 3 hearts. Again, maybe we won't be playing as Mario. Maybe it'll be Peach since she can float. There's no sound. And then when the... So wait, the star actually worked! The star actually worked in Mario 2! It didn't work in Mario World or Mario 1, but it actually worked in Mario 2. That's awesome! So there's a little bit of, like, inconsistency in how things work sometimes. And, like, I can't imagine there's any reason why the star's not working in some of those other games, so as the randomizer continues to develop, maybe that will be incorporated as well. I think if you do that, you can get a mushroom and all that jazz. Do we need it? Maybe, maybe not. Again, the fact that we equipped a leaf and we still only have 2 hearts with no other noticeable benefits is a little sad, but we'll manage. Didn't Mario used to not wear gloves? It's hard to say, I guess, when you're just like looking at a tiny sprite. All right, Birdo round deuce. There you go. You get stars in Super Mario Brothers 2. Yeah, but the thing is, but we're talking about the overworld star. Like, how come? Let's do it again. Overworld star 7-1. And it's not a Mario 3 level because it's taking a couple minutes to load. But no star. no star when going into a Mario World level, which makes no sense. Because then we could start the level with a 17-second star. That would have been awesome. Playing Donut Plains 2 with a star, but apparently not allowed. Yeah, it was Greenbirdo. Seeing speedrunners zipping through this level is crazy. This level? Or 6-2, jumping across all the albatrosses. That could be good too. I love multi-coin blocks in Mario World. Especially if they're underwater, you can just get like 20 coins out of them. But the cape is good too, for getting a bunch of prizes. Alright, here we go. Progress has been really good though. We haven't even been streaming for 2.5 hours. And we're on World 7. So again, I think this is going faster than my like actual proper Mario 3 playthroughs. And I'm not sure how that works. Considering, like, I feel like Mario 3 has the shortest levels out of every like Mario game. So I'm confused how we're beating this faster than when I play it normally. Who knows? Who knows? Super Mario Bros. 2 6-2. Though they are usually using Luigi, yes. Well, the thing is, I can jump really high in the Mario 2 levels because even they have Mario World physics. You wouldn't, you know, we haven't had much chance to experience that because they hardly ever show up, unfortunately. But it has been fun to see, like, how the Mario World physics have melded into all the different games. Of course, there's the thing. And again, like, getting sucked up into the blocks is always a good time. We're, of course, going to do the warp zone because we can. No proper beating of 4-2 for us tonight. First appearance of these mushrooms, that's what we're here for. Here we go. And what world do all of you want to travel to? 6, 7, 8, -1? Thankfully, that backwards 1 warp zone we saw earlier on in Lost Levels 3-1 did not actually work. That could have been scary. We do have a whistle though, so I might have been able to make some extra progress. You know, kind of get us back to where we were maybe. And it is Vanilla Secret 3, right after Vanilla Secret 2, where we had the fun 1-up farm with the silver P-switches that we were checking out. And you have to jump across some dolphins. Good times were had by all. Or we could just kind of do a bit of this. And a bit of this. And that's about all we're going to be able to do with that. You want to travel to World T? Oh, we're, you know, pulling out tennis and putting Mario 1 in to access all 255 worlds. If we're going to be going to World T. And there you have it. So our score, one cool thing I guess that we haven't really been looking at is our score has carried over from game to game. I wonder which Mario World game is the easiest to accumulate score. Definitely not Mario 2, a game that never originally even had score. But either Mario 3 or Mario World would probably do it. Luigi has different physics in Mario Advanced World Port. It's funny because when I... Oh no. Oh no. That was when I wish there was a cape in Mario 1. Or like they could find a way to incorporate that. Okay, I haven't made too big of a mistake yet. Again, I think the Mario World physics are helping a little bit. I feel like I have a little bit more control than I normally would while playing this level, which is nice. So far, so good. Should I have stopped for that one? Maybe. Have I pushed our luck too far? Somehow, no. Perfect timing. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Boom! And then level ended. Always nice feeling when you can make the music perfectly line up like that. First try, softest cat. Thank you. Again, the Mario World physics. Give any game Mario World physics, and I'll have a good time with that. All right, we've really whittled down our inventory. If a ROM hack wants to do me any favors, make the Mario 3 inventory like really big. Add like 20 pages to that thing. So I don't even have to think about item management. But no, I mean, the reason it's small is because it kind of encourages you then to try some things out. And of course, the scary part, though, about this randomizer and using the items is that you just never know if the next level you enter is going to zap it from you. Super Mario World, you can get tons of points with the Wiggler glitch, I believe. Yeah, we haven't seen any Wigglers yet, have we? Is that an omen? Forced of Illusion 1 coming on up? A Mario 2 level, maybe? Or another Mario World level. A-3. Sure. Again, World A. Nothing too serious, so this shouldn't be too bad, I say, as I'll probably die in some hilarious way. Got floating blooper all over the place. We got clouds we're jumping on. Oh! So Mario, one thing that's in Lost Levels, but not in the original Super Mario Bros. 1, is invisible power-up blocks. There's the invisible coins, of course, and invisible... Oh, can we go over? Can we go over? Ugh! Yeah! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! In Lost Levels, it's supposed to stop scrolling! No! No! Oh! Oh, no wonder, because there's a secret. Okay, okay, okay. Because in Mario 1, it doesn't stop scrolling if you go over the flagpole, and you get stuck until you time out. In Mario Lost Levels, they were smart, and it won't scroll past the castle if you go over the flagpole. But the exception to that is that there's a secret hidden behind the flagpole. False alarm, everybody. False alarm. Not that we were soft locked anyway. We would have just had to wait like 5 hours. All right, what are we using here? I think I was talking about something nonsensical when that happened. Oh! Oh! Here we go! Lucky Bacon, are you still here? You were mentioning a glitch. On like the right side of these pipes, you can get hurt even if there's no thing or something. Like, are you saying like here? If I touch the right side? Something like that. I guess if these muncher plants haven't been randomized, the other one will work too. The other one will also be the muncher level. It has to be a wall clip. Okay, well that's... I can only wall clip accidentally. So it may not work today. I need to get better at my Mario 3 wall clips. I see the speedrunners doing all these crazy tricks and I want to try it too. 5-4. Is this a Mario 1 5-4? Or a Mario 2 5-4? Because there are some pretty scary castles in Mario 2J. We've done 8-4. 8-4 is not even that bad. But there's a couple other ones that can be kinda spooky. Remember, you don't want to go across the top at the end of a castle level. That's a place you will definitely be soft locked until time runs out. There are repeats in this hack. I don't think we've done 5-4 in Mario 1 yet. I don't think we've seen any repeat levels. It has been pretty good in that regard. There's more than enough levels for it to pull from. Does anyone have the total number of levels when you combine Mario 1, 2J, 2 USA, 3, and World? It's got to be 2... I mean, let's wing it. We got... We'll wing it as we play the next level. I'm going to do some mental math in my head. Feel free to math along with me. But you've got 32 in the first game. In the second game, you've got 32 plus 4, 36, plus 16, so 52. 52 plus 32 is 54, 84. Okay, so you got 84. 84 plus 20 is 104. So that's Mario 1, 2, and 2 USA or 2J. Oh, so here's what I'm talking about. Like, this is a castle that's kind of tough. 7-4. I don't know offhand the exact number of levels in 3, which again, it depends on if you're including like levels that aren't actually levels. Like the spiral tower is technically a pipe transition. Oh, I missed the mushroom because I'm too busy yapping. You know, and then Mario World as well. Like, we all know it has 96 exits. But I forget the exact level number. But basically, it's like 250 or something, probably, once you add everything up. But alright. So I'm playing a level here. It's going okay. Thankfully, this part you can kind of hide out in the corners. There's a version of this, though, that shows up like C-4 or something, and it's a lot meaner. Because you can't hide. Got me good. Anyone looking forward to the Ocarina of Time remake? That would be really interesting to see just what they might change there. Let's just for fun, let's equip a star just to confirm that they do not work in Mario 1. 266 total chance. Nice. There are 2 plant levels. That was the second one. Super Mario has 74 levels, I think. Andrew, we did that plant level. Oh, sorry. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right in regards to the plant. And that's because that plant, like, should have been the plant, but then Lucky Bacon says that might have been the other plant one. I can't say I've ever really thought about it. I'm having trouble duck jumping in Mario 1, which I don't normally do. That might have been because of the physics change. Happened once earlier in the playthrough too, where I wanted to duck jump. It didn't happen. And then we ended up having a drink of the lava because of it. But no, thank you. Thanks for the correction. You were absolutely right about us seeing that plant level twice, but that's just because of like plant shenanigans. I'm sure it probably won't happen again, except for maybe the other plant that happens later on here in World 1 or World 7. What if I had gone down there? Would I have been like stuck? That's kind of weird. But okay, let's go. Let's go here. And this time, even if we have to take a hit, we should be just fine. It was kind of a silly death last time. I always get scared of Bowser's fire breath. It's when you overthink it that things go wrong. There you go. The 3DS ports of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Yeah, the 3DS port of Ocarina of Time was great. I didn't like how they mirrored the Master Quest for me. That didn't add anything. If I play Master Quest, I'm probably going to play it on the GameCube, because I don't see a need for it to be mirrored. I'm currently playing A Link Between Worlds on the 3DS for the first time, and it's been phenomenal. Really, 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 really good. If anyone hasn't checked that out, it's still an easy game to find. Not too expensive to pick up, thankfully. I highly recommend it. All right, back into this is 6-6, I believe. This going up here, I think this is just for like a power up. I don't think like you can actually do anything if you take the upper path. Is this a flower though, or a leaf? Just a flower. I hope they just remake it as an open world game. It'll be really interesting to see. Like, I can't imagine it's just going to be the same N64 game with shinier graphics. I really think they're gonna, reimagine it. The dungeon's completely different. Hyrule Field will probably be, a whole new beast. Like, who knows what they'll change, but I cannot imagine it's gonna look like just like the N64 game, but nicer. I'm sure they probably have some big plans for it. So I'm fascinated to see what they do. Like, I hope it's good. I hope everybody enjoys it. And I'll be keeping my eye on it. So let's see. Okay. Hey! Hello, Judah. Thank you so much for subscribing. Hope you're having an absolutely excellent night. If you're checking out the stream, I hope you're enjoying that too. Here's some time to see me get destroyed by Spike here. Ugh. Ah! Oh, God, no. Okay. Close. Very close. Oh, God. One more. That was kind of scary for a second there. I was hoping they remade the Oracle games in the new Link's Awakening style, but oh well. I'd hoped that as well until I played the Link's Awakening remake and was like mildly enthused by it, but didn't think it was amazing. And then I just played Oracle of Ages and Seasons on the Game Boy Color and had the most amazing time. So I would say definitely, if there's something you feel like playing, just play the originals because they hold up so well. And that was back in 2019/2020 I did that. And it was a great time. Exchanging the passwords between the two. Getting a glitch where I picked up the Ringbox V3, but it didn't actually update it to the Ringbox V3 in-game, and I saved, so I'm forever locked out of getting the Ringbox V3. Hey! It's the second last level of SMW. And it's Wiggler! First appearance of Wiggler. We, let him have his moment in the sun there. Echoes of Wisdom is good too. Since I've been on a 2D Zelda binge, I've definitely thought about how... Want to see what happens if you do... Actually, we found out that hammer in Mario World equals just Big Mario, which is kind of really silly. I don't think we've used a single P-Wing. What does a P-Wing look like? Infinite Flight in Mario World? But yeah, since I've been doing so much, 2D Zelda-ing, I'm definitely considering that maybe, after all is said and done, Echoes of Wisdom could be fun as well. You never know. I'll try and play this somewhat legitimately. So, there you go. No power-up. Let's just get good at Mario World here. Okay, up here. I know at some point, you need a springboard, right? Alright, Wiggler, come over here, and Give me a big old boost. Okay, so you can kind of use a springboard here. Or we could do it this way. Almost. Almost. Outrageous! Yes, outrageous and then funky. Is usually how Mario World ends. Alright, one more time. Again, I'm not grabbing... I don't want to bring in any external power-ups. Let's have a little bit of a challenge. This is probably the most difficult level in the special world. There's nothing really hard about Funky. You have a short time limit, but like it's not really that hard of a level. When I think back to Mario World as a kid, this is probably the level that gave me the most trouble in the game. So let's relive those days and see how it goes. I don't get why there's like random blocks floating in the ceiling there, but alright, there you go. That's how the game like wants you to do it. Usually I bounce on the bullet bills, but you can't win them all, I guess. We've had some pretty good moves tonight that I can't complain too much about our performance. Alright, we got Yoshi. Yoshi's great. Oh, so he says like the message every time you find him, I guess. Although I thought there were sometimes we found him that he didn't say it, but maybe I was just mashing the button a bit too quick to think about it. Alright, let's get that to spawn back in. Go over there. I like that Yoshi can eat fire. It's always a good time. Yoshi can also eat the wigglers. Go underneath that guy. We're almost there. Almost there. Not too bad. Oh, he ate the bullet bill too. Holy moly. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, I thought I ate you. And there you go. Not too shabby. Hello, Judah Allen. Over on the Twitch side, the Mario trilogy is great, but doesn't compare to the Mother trilogy. Earthbound is amazing. I'd be outraged too, to be honest, says Judah. Yeah, Mario and Earthbound, two series that are a bit tough to compare, but I totally hear what you're saying. And really appreciate you sticking around tonight. Hope you're having a great time. Hope you're having a great evening. Oh, a frog suit. We haven't seen a frog suit in a long time. Super Mario World Advance was nice since it let you stay Big Mario when you get hit in either cape or fire, and then it doesn't go all the way down to Small Mario. I've talked before about how it works in Super Mario World, and I think it's fair because when you are Big Mario and you pick up a power-up, it puts the mushroom into your item reserve box, so then if you get hit, even though you go down to Small Mario, the item coming out of your item reserve box essentially takes you back to Big Mario. So it's actually not as mean as you'd think it is. So I think that by giving you even more hits in the Game Boy Advance version, it's like they're giving Mario extra strength compared to like any other adventure, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, it's fine both ways. I love Super Mario World though. I think everything about that game and how it works. That was it. That was the whole level. I didn't even remember starting it, and suddenly it was over. Mario World is just so good though. Everything is so good. What about the Father franchise? That's what the Nintendo needs to do. Just for a laugh, they should make Father 1, 2, 3. In Vanilla Super Mario World. Oh, look at this tank time. It's the very last tank level too. All right. I think that's thanks to the Mario World bounce physics that we got up here. Normally, your Mario 3 bounce is kind of wimpy. Super Mario World Advance was nice. Yes, let me see. Well, technical difficulties means you can be here for now. Hello, welcome back, Metal Wario. Thank you so much. This is a neat ROM hack so you can play all the Mario games at once. It's been really fun. Again, it's a little heavy on the Mario 3. Wow, perfect smooch on that guy. Mario 3 in the Mario World. Maybe a setting to like balance. That's a great word for it. To balance the levels a little bit more to make sure you get a nice sampling of every game. But like the problem is if you were to put a fair balance of Mario 2 levels in, that essentially means putting every single Mario 2 level in, because 20 of them doesn't sound like so many on paper, but some Mario 2 levels can be kind of an ordeal, so putting all 20 of them in every playthrough probably wouldn't be great. But we've seen like what, 3 so far, which is a little on the low side. Maybe we'll still see a few more. SME64 Plus, do you think one day you're going to figure out a way to add Twitch comments to the game display? Yeah, I've always said that, the YouTube side is the main side, and the Switch side is there for people who want to experience it that way as well. Yeah, see, like, just these levels, I guess, are kind of weird. Ooh, no power up this time. To kind of... Okay. Oh, I should have used the pause trick. But yeah, maybe we shall do that. There used to be a whole Twitch TOS thing where showing the YouTube and Twitch chat on stream at the same time. It was like a big no-no, but now they've gone back on that, so maybe it's time to try and resolve such issues. But appreciate everyone who's watching no matter where you're watching. And SME64 Plus redeeming the hydrate. Can I hydrate while also playing at the same time? Maybe now I can. Can I reach over and press the B button? All right, we got the index finger on the right. There you go. Thank you so much for that, SME64. Yeah, so for some reason the plant levels were like randomized into the main batch, and they showed up when you actually got to the plant on the map. So what they should do then, if it has to be the plant level when you hit it on the map, is don't randomize it into the other levels too. Which is funny that, you know, out of all the levels that could be picked, we played both plant levels randomly, plus both plant levels from the plants themselves, which is you know, nonsense and a half. 6-3 of Lost Levels is a big old bridge up in the sky level. Who built this bridge and where exactly does it go? No one really knows. Do you see the Koopa Troopa was having some fun there while he waited for Mario to consume his flower. Does he eat it? Does he just grab it? I think he just, like, the cartoons and stuff just depict him. See, that's how it's supposed to work. If you go over the flag and there's nothing to find behind it, it stops scrolling, which is why I was so shocked when it didn't stop scrolling. But I forgot all about the warp zone. And there you go. It goes to 6-. Fair. AJ from LA. Fair. All right. Not even 3 hours in. I'm shocked. I thought we would be playing till tomorrow. Maybe World 8's really gonna kick our butts. Hey, a World 8 level in World 8. Wouldn't it be funny if World 8 was like all of the easiest and shortest levels? That could be quite the laugh. So I think this is the first time we're going to answer the question of, will I actually get the item out of the chest that I pick up at the end of this level? So we get a leaf out of there. And if I go back and look at my inventory, will the last item be a leaf? Aha! There you go. All right, boat time. It's gonna be something. C-. Wait a minute. Maybe we've seen 7-3? So C-3 adds like more wind or something? I don't like the bounce I got off of that, so we're gonna stick around here for a minute and try that again. This is, you know, for some people, the bane of their existence. I get, you know, a little bit of an easier ride today because we have the Mario World physics in every game option turned on, which I have been absolutely loving, and that definitely gives you a bit more control in this level as well. But all right, so far so good. I think we should probably stop for this one. And there you go. Now this was probably a bad idea. Dang it! I should have just taken the hit! Oh no. Oh no. Alright, that's it. Playthrough is over, everybody. Hope you had fun. See ya next time. C-3 adds Lact. He's not too much of an issue. Even though I just used a P-Wing, I think I'm still going to get a fireball out of it. One more time, because everyone loves C-3. It's so good, you can't just play it once. It's like Lay's potato chips. Can't play just one. Choked at the last... That's me, Chance. Anyone who's been watching me will know. I choke at the last possible moment. At every possible chance there is to choke at that last possible moment. But alright, at least it's a very low effort level. Especially with these Mario World physics turned on, there's like nothing tough about any of this. Just kind of press the B button a couple times, sit back, smell the coffee, eat the ashes, and there you go. P-Wing should make you swim? Judy Tester. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. Like, again, I think this randomizer is still in development a little bit. There are so many more cool options they could add in, especially like, you know, making the star work in games other than Mario 3 and Mario 2 would be great. But, like, that's an awesome idea. If you use the P-Wing in a game that doesn't have flying, you can just swim through the level. Like, genius. Absolutely genius. Hope you're having a great night, Judy. Warp Whistle. Oh my gosh. 2-2. I called it that we'd be getting all these easy levels. If you use the warp whistle and go back into World 8, do the vehicles come back or do they stay beaten? Is actually an interesting question. It's not going to break the whole playthrough, is it? Like if I use a warp whistle in World 8, I don't know if I've ever done that. It just takes you to World 8 on the map, right? What if it messes up everything though? I'm kind of worried. We don't need any soft locks or anything to break this late into the game. You think they stay beaten? Yeah, I think so too, David Ray. Because even if you game over, those are the kinds of things that you don't usually have to deal with again. That's a very chilled lava pool. That's true. That's true. All right, Mario. All right. So we've already played 7-2, so finding out the last world would have the easier version. Didn't stop me from getting bit by the old fish man, though. And there you go. Don't break the game, RC Shaggy. Yeah, I'm at a point where I don't want to tempt fate. But I'm sure it would just take us to the warp zone, and we could try that again, right? Right. Please don't regret this. Please don't. Please don't. Like, there's no reason it should be a problem. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. But you never know. Hey, everyone! Do you love this hand level from Mario 3? You got to see it again. So I'm shocked. I thought they were going to stay beaten too. So that's news to me. Well, I mean, I did it early enough into the world that I think it's okay. If I had waited any longer, it would kind of stink. But I think we're doing well enough. I mean, speedrun time ruined, but it's not that much we have to redo. Not like any of the levels were really tough or something. That was pointless. But now we know. You know, sometimes it's fun to just do things for the sake of doing things. Oh, we got a stretch. Can you do minus world with Mario World physics? Oh no, I forgot to see. I already forgot about C-3. Third time's the charm on this one. Wow. Again, thank goodness for the Mario World physics making this a cakewalk. Yeah, we haven't seen 1-2, have we? That's a really good question about if we could get to the minus world. I would assume though, if we did the minus world trick, it would just count as beating the level, because going into any warp zone seems to count as just beating the level. But that's a great question though. If we see 1-2, 1-2 will probably be the last level, and I'll try it, and then we'll soft lock, and like that'll be the end of that. Okay, there you go. this freaking fire bar. Okay, and 2-2, and then we're back to where we were. Minus world doesn't work in All Stars. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. But maybe the Mario World physics, we did literally like, you know, squeeze through solid brick when we played 8-2. So you never know. You never know what's possible, I guess. All right. I was going to say, maybe if we don't get pulled into it, we won't replay it. But 2-2, everybody. Even if you could get past World 8, it would reset you to 1-1. Oh, in like, in Mario 1? Interesting. All right, one more time. Redemption in the underwater zone. Anybody who watches and saw us beat this level and then maybe like looked away and came back, you're gonna be really confused about why we're playing it again. Yeah, I should have remembered the whistle sooner. Could have tried it right when we got to World 8, and it would have made a lot more sense. But in the end, now we know, and we can all sleep tight at night. But okie dokie. So what do we got? We got the rest of the hand levels. We got an airship level. We got like the 3 levels on the dark map, 2 levels on the last map. We're like under 10 to go, which is pretty crazy. Like, how has it only been 3 hours? I'm confident that the clocks are wrong. I don't understand. I just don't understand. But here we go. Again, all that, you know, the flagpole glitch was what really cut back on the time, I guess. I'm still shocked I pulled that off. I think there was someone that made a hack which implements glitch worlds in Mario 1 All-Stars, and they look a lot more corrupted. Oh, interesting. I will look into that. Thank you, Softest Cat. What's this one going to be? There's also the 2J All-Stars B-4 Wrong Warp, which unlocks a few glitch levels. I don't know that one. Oh, look at this! Now, this is an interesting level. This is Valley of Bowser 1. None of the blocks are pressed. It's like a big old maze. This is such a cool level. And, like, you play it once, and then that's it because there's no secret exit. No real reason to revisit it unless you're playing All-Stars and have to collect all the dragon coins. Then that can get a little more tricky. There is a moon in this level, too. But again, like, I usually have the blocks pressed, so I don't know if that's going to change things at all. But a cool level to actually get in World 8 of the randomizer, considering this is an actual, you know, World 8 level from Mario World. But here we go. It's like normally you would use that, but I can just spin jump. I think I broke your system, Nintendo. You thought nobody was going to get that without the blue switch pressed, but you were incorrect about such things. Ooh! Okay. Okay. Right, there's a vine. And I think this should be the exit. Very good. And there you go. Another level down. Bowser's Castle needs to be Wart's Palace, not enough Mario 2 USA. That would be the perfect ending, Super Tom Brother. I think, because it can't be, you know, Mario 1 or Mario 2 J 8-4. We've played both of those. We haven't seen the last level of Mario World, of 8- of Mario 3, or of Mario 2. 1-. Oh my gosh, here it is. Here it is. So like you said, the minus world glitch is supposedly fixed. If I play like that, we'll never know. By getting hit there, we also don't even get... again, the weird... I mean, I guess you don't normally bounce high. I died in 1-2 of Mario 1, everybody. You don't normally bounce high in Mario 1 anyway. But with the Mario... you know, world physics, it's just in my brain that you're going to bounce a little bit higher than that. Let's try that again. You saw nothing. Let's get good and see if we can beat the second level of Mario 1. In fact, I think I need star power. It's a little bit too difficult, but there's a super secret here that no one else knows about, where you get a star. Look at that! Look at that! You're not supposed to break that, probably. So, considering, you know, that was possible, maybe some other things are possible, too, that you're not supposed to do. And duck jumping is just not working for me in this today. Again, I guess because of the different physics. Okay, let's see. Let's see. So we're going over here, go up here. So the minus world, you do like this. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. We're not squeezing through any walls, unfortunately, today, it doesn't look like. But that's okay. We'll beat the level normally. The only Mario games I have legally played are Super Mario 64 and Super Mario World. I mean, those are two good Mario games to have legally played. Wait, is there a World 8 in Mario World? Oh, that's true. Like, well, World 7, you're right. And then there's Star Road, which is essentially World 8. And then Special World, which is like World 9. 5-2, but this is Super Mario 2J with a big ol' power-up in the background there. Like, yeah, this is such a weird, like, final world of the randomizer. Again, more options to, like, you know, put more of maybe the more difficult levels in the final world kind of thing would be cool. Ooh, okay. That's one of the scarier jumps in Mario 2J, and you can usually kind of avoid it. Wait, isn't there normally a thing here somewhere? Or it's here? Wait, no, here. Here? There it is. Well, hey, every single level that ends with, you know, a pipe that leads to a staircase has those two blocks in the lost levels. But yeah, I like this randomizer a lot, and think it could even benefit, you know, from, like, more options would be really neat. And just like that, second map of World 8 done. 2 to go. Super Mario Advance 2 sort of has glitched 10th and 11th worlds, though. Attempting to enter a level in World 10 takes you to a bonus game Purgatory, Well, World 11 just crashes. That's crazy, Stop This Cat. I need to see that. Oh, it is the first fortress of World 4, I believe, with the interesting underground section in the middle for some reason, which is always a good time. Now, I made a short about this one because in the NES version, you can see in the background where the invisible blocks are based on like the different color of the tiles. But in this version, you just kind of have to guess. Jump around until you find those, which is interesting. And just like that, it's boom boom time. 8-3 is like a pretty serious fortress in Mario 3. Or sorry, no, the fortress in World 8 is a pretty serious fortress in Mario 3. But we haven't seen that yet. Yoshi's Island Advance. Oh, can you imagine if Yoshi's Island levels were incorporated into this as well? You have to collect all 8 red coins before you can proceed. That would be weird. Alright, 8-2. It's another one from another game. It could be a Mario 2. It's underwater. Ghost ship time, everybody. Oh, so speaking of one-up farms in Mario World, if you have bullet bills plus water, you are laughing, because unless you touch the ground, the counter doesn't reset. So this is a great place if you're late into the game and need some lives to do something like that. And you can get one-ups all day long. Again, I don't usually think about farming for lives in base Mario World, but if you're playing Mario World ROM hacks, you know, you got to know the tricks. Like anywhere you see a vine plus bullet bills or water plus bullet bills, you're golden. Oh, I'm trying to read the chat. Well, I'm waiting for the booth to disappear. I don't even know how I got hit, but we lost our cape somehow. Okay, let's swim through Sea of Booze here. Again, don't read your smartphone while you're swimming amongst the undead. Oh. Okay. Enough of that. And at least boos are like not as fast as they are in Mario 3. They're pretty serious in Mario 3. How quickly they come at you. Now we just have to cross our fingers that in this next room we're okay, because it's kind of a weird one where you can just land on a spike and like not even have time to react to it. But let's see. There should be a star somewhere as we start falling. Here it is. There might even be like a power-up along the way somewhere too. The dragon coins are all during this part. But if you don't have a cape, it's like pretty tough. Okay, I want that mushroom. I really want that mushroom. Just to like take any possibility of hilarity out of the equation. Well, I guess we're not getting that mushroom. Well, I mean, I may... Oh. No! That's exactly what I predicted! Well, I hope you like the ghost ship, because you're going to be seeing more of it. I always love looking for infinite one-up combos in Mario World ROM hacks. Absolutely. That's something I always do as well. Even when they remove the live system and give infinites, when you look away from a boo, they follow you. But if you look away from them, they freeze. But if you look at them, they freeze. Like you're playing peekaboo. But what happens if you look at your smartphone while there's a boo around? What does that do? I should have grabbed that mushroom. There was no reason not to. I could have grabbed it and then jumped down into the blocks there. I really like this level because it ends with the question mark gold spear orb, which is never seen anywhere else in Mario World, but it's kind of the thing that, you know, Boom Boom drops every time you defeat him. So I was like, oh, that's really neat to see that in SMW. And it's one of those things that, like, it's just nice it exists in the game, because then ROM hacks can make use of it too. That's the great thing about, you know, if a game has a thing that, even if it only gets used once, and it's like this super obscure thing, at least people who hack the game later on then have access to all the fun it could possibly provide. Random things in the falling room you can see holding AB slows your descent. That's true. Oh my god, I'm reading the chat and almost swam right into those guys. I'll never learn, but that's okay. Alright, let's see. Let's hold A and B to slow our descent here. Like, can you tell? Like, I'm holding nothing. Now I'm holding A and B. Nothing, A and B. Nothing, ABY. Nothing, ABY. I mean, the whole game's kind of chugging, I guess. Like, I'm holding ABY and, like, I'm still not getting the mushroom. I swear, though, this time I'm definitely getting that mushroom. Before we go any further. There we go. Where's the thing? Where is it? There it is. Hooray! Gold point question sphere! Orb is iconic to me because of the orb glitch. It was apparently based off of Takashi Kazuki's wife, says Super Tom Brother. Then you have a cloud to skip this level. I could. Oh, that's true. I mean, I could have. You want to use a cloud? Here we go. All right. It's fortress time. Is it going to be a Mario 2 level? Again, what did we see? 3 out of 20 of those? I think we'll get one more. My prediction is we'll see one more by the end. Aha! What is... Oh my gosh! It's 7-2! So you can't say we didn't get a little bit of our Mario 2 fill. We did end up getting the longest Mario 2 level. I mean, kind of. Like, it's a split path. If you take both paths, get both mushrooms, then you're talking some serious Mario 2. What's your favorite Mario 2 path? I'm always on the fence about if I like the upper one or the lower one more. You wonder if the front door and the back door can appear. I wonder if that will be like the last level, if it's like always set to be the final level or something. Bring on Wart! That's gonna be so weird beating the game, and then like, it's just continuing on after. Well, this is kind of, ugh. Okay, let's see. We can time this. Oh, that was a good timing. This one. Nope. This one. Yeah! Alright. That's a big old optical illusion there, but we did it. I think down's probably a bit safer, but up works. This should be a big old outdoor excursion to get some extra health. And as we have seen, you thankfully do still get checkpoints in the Mario 2 levels if you die. So it isn't like Mario 3 in the sense that we still have to redo everything. Oh my gosh. Well, that, you know, it's good that we did that when we did. Because now, when I get this... My bad. It's on the other side. Wait, so the potion's on one side and the mushroom's on the other? Does the potion come back? Oh, it does, thank goodness. Ooh, which door is the real one? You'll never know. There it is. And we can even get a coin. Except there's no slot machine. Thankfully the potion does come back though. So if you're like me and you make a silly mistake, you're not completely out of luck. Now, can we get back up here without losing all of our HP is the question. I guess the big brains will grab this guy, come up here, and throw it at this guy. And then we need to worry about fire. But he came back fast enough. The very last level of the game will be bored. Yeah, if the game accidentally ended after this, I mean, it wouldn't even be a big deal because we're so close to the end anyway. But we've beaten 8-4 in Mario 1 and Mario 2J. So I'm guessing that the randomizer, you know, is probably programmed to account for this one as well. Okay, go up here, here. We're getting close. I might as well pick up a heart. I think that's the first floating heart of that variety I've seen. So we're gonna go down here, over to here. Do we have to beat you up? I thought we did, but let's see. So do that. Oops. It was like nothing but eggs for a second there. Yeah, so you get the key, but in the NES one, I'm pretty sure you can see, like, Birdo holding the key before you know, win the fight. But in this one, it's like, you don't even know where the key is until you fought Birdo. I guess your assumption is just that if you see Birdo, you should defeat Birdo. Poor Birdo, I guess, is the moral of the story. Or something like that. I learned my lesson from that time we played that Christmas Wrong hack, and I got destroyed there like 5 times. course, one last bout with this guy. There you go. And it's war time! Time to feed him some veggies he doesn't like, I guess. I always thought it was weird how, like, the vegetables you see in this room are ones that, like, you don't really see pretty much anywhere else. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, don't feed him vegetables like that. No, actually, you do see these ones other places. I don't know what I'm talking about. They're not, like, the most common, though. Okay, that's one. Still just one. Thankfully, he doesn't really have many attacks. All things considered, he kind of just hangs out on a platform and shoots at you a little bit. So we should be good. We just need some more of this stuff. So, okay, I'm just going to wait this time. Not doing it this time. I'll do it next time. Or, no, this is even worse timing. Oof. Okay. Get it again. We'll get it again. Again, if somehow we also do the last level of Mario 3 and the last level of Mario World in the 2 remaining levels, that would be really cool. If the game, like, makes sure that you play all of those. Okay, come on. Let's feed Wart here. There we go. There we go. Now I'm in the groove. Like, this one you don't really see anywhere else, I don't think. Thankfully, I don't think we have to replay the whole thing. This will be a good test to see if you start at Wart. He's Mega Man's greatest enemy, Bubble Man. Where's the bubble lead when you need it? Please don't make me replay the entirety of 7-2. I don't think it will. There we go. I like how it even makes us small. Just like if you start a level in any other Mario game. You start off small. So they do the same thing for Mario 2, which is really weird. You know, I could use an item on the map to make us big, but okay, okay. What item do? Oh! Yes! Stop this cat! Yes! Yes! That's exactly what I just thought. That's exactly what I just thought. Exactly. And just for good measure, let's use a mushroom too. This is a perfect opportunity to test the star in the Wart fight. Okay, here we go. But what if it soft locks? There's no timer in Mario 2. Oh no, the playthrough's about to end. Okay, it didn't do anything. Oh, it defeats the bubbles. And then the star ran out, like, already. That's crazy. Well, at least it didn't soft lock. Alright. For real this time. I mean, again, it gave us an opportunity to learn something new. So, I mean, that's cool. But now, let's actually beat it for real. That's 3. Almost there. That's 4. I can't tell you the last time I fought Wart. The last time you guys watched me fight Wart on stream would be the last time I fought Wart. I haven't played Mario 2 in a little bit. Not like Mario 3 and Mario World, where it seems like I'm always playing them for one reason or another. I mean, I play Mario 2 when it comes to, like, you know, shorts and stuff, but I mean like a full playthrough. And that's that! That's how easy it's supposed to be, but I just like making things look all that much more difficult, because why the heck not? Okay, so go in the door. Is that the end of the level? There you go. And with that, one more map to go. Thank you, Chance. Where's immune to star power? That's something I didn't know. Yeah, not something you normally ever see in the main game. 2 remaining levels. Oh my gosh, what levels do you think they're going to be? Survived the power of a literal star but died to vegetables. Interesting. This is 1? No, not 1. What am I saying? 7-6. Wow. It's probably good we're wrapping up my ability to speak. May or may not be going MIA in the very near future. But here we go. This is like if you go in that secret room in the second fortress of World 4, you get like a sneak preview. Now I was supposed to ride that around the other side, so let's try that again. The last level had better be Bowser's actual castle from Mario 3. That's going to be really interesting. Like, would they you know, lock it to being that? Or will it be random? What if it's like something so easy? 1-1 of Mario 3. That's my guess. That's a great thing. Everybody guess what you think the final level is going to be. My guess is 1-1 of Mario 3. We're going to equip a hammer suit before we go in, just in case it is the final level of Mario 3, and then we can try and defeat Bowser with hammers. But we shall see. We shall see. I will look over at your comments in a moment here. Try not to do anything silly right at the end. Okay. And I'll make sure I read everything before we enter the level. Okay. We should be good. At least, we're going to fill up our cards one last time. We never got 99 lives. So I could have done, a life farm in the underwater ship if I had wanted to. So technically we could have got to 99, but there you go. All right, everyone's guesses for what the final level is going to be. We got Softest Cat with Mario 2J, 4-2, interesting. Chance does think it's going to be Mario 3's actual Bowser's Castle. Lucky Bacon. Yeah, I'm really disappointed we never saw any Switch Palaces. I hope that they are randomized in there, because it would have been great if you could press it and then all the other Mario World levels would have those switches, those blocks available. That would be cool. If it is the yellow Switch Palace, that would be so funny though. Reminds me of when Green Kryptonite turned Superman. Mario 3's super fast airship. Final answer, Chance. Okay. Bowser's actual castle, Mario 3, says David Ray. 4-2 of Mario 3 because NP into. Here we go. Last level start. Oh, power up just in case. Thank you for the reminder. Let's go. Mario World Bowser, says Christian. All right. This is it. Whoa. Okay. Now we have to be really careful to not lose the Hammerman here. So that's interesting. How do you feel about that? Do you agree with this being like a set finale? Or it'll be really funny if we find out later that this is just luck and it's not actually set this way at all. Like, when you play a whole game that's been randomized, do you think it should stay randomized until the end? You can defeat them with Tanuki, but not Hammer? Interesting. It just feels I'm scared of losing my Hammer suit. We're doing this. Okay. There we go. And then, of course, there's that the short I made about Bowser's secret weapon. And there was a good comment, Chance, I believe, about it being the lasers that shoots at you. Of course, you know me and my Bowser's fire breath. Is it not automatic? Okay. There you go! It's like 3 hammers! So easy. I guess that's your reward if if you get here with it. Not many people are probably going to do that. Have a hammer suit left at the end of the game. And that, everybody, is the Super Mario All-Stars Plus World Randomizer. I hope you enjoyed and really appreciate you all sticking around for that. And he even took his hammer suit off to rescue the princess. Not like that fake princess we saw in the end of Mario 1 and Mario 2J. This is the real one. And will the message be the same? Thank you. But, oh yeah, this is the message that's different in Japan. But there's those zany localizers again. Putting a joke in there. GG easy, no reezy from AJ from Millet. Thanks everyone. Slurp the Fox, thank you. Thank you so much. Really glad everyone had fun there. I had so much fun. I can't believe that was like 3 hours, and there you go. And we even get a list of all the worlds. Grassland. Makes sense it is SMB3 Bowser Castle, as it's using SMB3 Overworld map, so the flag can tell you've been playing the game. Another stream of Andrew plays Mario 1. You know it, Christian. You know it. Did we see Mario 1? Yeah, we did see Mario 1 1-1. Yes. And I did the thing where I got the 1-up and went down the pipe. But we never saw Mario 3 1-1. That was my guess for the final level. It would have been so disappointing if it was like something super short and easy. Star Road 3 from Mario World. Lucky Bacon, after this, would you be willing to try a tiny hack I just posted in the Mario World Hacks channel? You seem to be remembering Super Mario World well. Like you just posted it? Like a super tiny hack? I could be up for that. So I'd have to go put it on the flash cart. At least this time, he didn't jump into the tomato soup NP into. I try really hard. I have you know, just a thing that makes me really want to jump into the soup. But I held back, and we somehow managed to actually get the hammers all the way to the end there. That was crazy. This was removed from Super Mario Advance 4, and it's better because of it. What? Defeating Bowser with hammers? You could save replays in Super Mario Advance 4, and one of my replays was beating Bowser as Luigi with hammers, I remember. Oh, push start. Okay. Okay. Quit! Yeah? What do you think quit's gonna do? It's like... Are we actually... Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think we'll actually see the Super Mario All-Stars thing here? Which we never saw when we booted up the game. The only way to play Super Mario All-Stars Plus World is to play through the randomizer first. You give this to someone as like a joke. It's like, if you want to play the game properly, you gotta play through the whole thing. So let's see. How do you... Okay, so no file there, no file there, no file there. So yeah, there's just no save data. If the power had gone out, we would have been toast. Anything else I should check out before we wrap this up? Didn't you do a stream of all the e-reader levels on Super Mario Advance 4? Yes, I did a Let's Play back in like 2016. So this summer is the 10-year anniversary of that, if you can believe it. And then I also did a stream of those as well. Oh, the badge. Oh, they fixed the... Oh, gotcha, David Ray, gotcha. Beaten Mario 1, 2J, 2A, 3. But Super Mario World Bowser is still out there somewhere. Better randomizer would actually be just Mario 3 levels. So we did a randomizer like that on NES. With the airships all being actual airship levels and mini fortresses being randomized mini fortresses. Play Mario 1 First World. Let me see. Lucky Bacon, did you share that ROM hack you were talking about? Where are we here? Mario hacks. This would be a fun little Super Mario World ROM hack to play in a future stream to test your memory. Explorer's description. It's a score-based one. Some can spend like 10 minutes playing it just for fun. And some might be really determined to have a really high score. Okay. Okay, sure. Oh, that's interesting, Lucky Bacon. Interesting. I mean, we've only been streaming for about 3 hours and 20 minutes. I'm going to go put Lucky Bacon's ROM hack on my flash cart. Just to see if the ROM hack randomizer kicks back when you go into a game. Which game would you like to see? I find the SMB3 ending funny. Would have been funnier than something like B3313. I'll start up anyone you wish. I'll also reset to see if any progress had been saved. Mario 1. Okay. No title screen music. Which there usually is in Mario All-Stars Mario 1, right? There you go. Oh, but it does... I think it still has Mario World physics. So if you want to play Mario 1, 2, 3, or, you know, Lost Levels all the way through with Mario World physics, that's a way to do it. You just got to play through the randomizer first, which is kind of funny. All right, and I will reset to see if anything happens. So if we had soft locked or anything had happened, we would have had to replay the whole game. Because you can get the whistle at the end of World 2, but still there'd be like a lot of replaying to do. Scary thought. Very scary thought. No, I don't know. You couldn't go backwards in any of the Mario 1 levels. All right, everybody. So we're, Lucky Bacon has posted a really interesting, just fun, quick ROM hack we're going to check out that I have to go put on the flash cart. Thank you so much for watching the randomizer, and I will see you all in just a minute. So stay tuned. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for your patience. We're back, and we have the flashcard loaded up with what Lucky Bacon has sent in the Discord server. As mentioned, if you're not in there, please consider joining, where we have, channels talk about whatever. But in the Mario ROM Hack channel, feel free to suggest things that you want to see me play, and even if it's something that you made, I'm always happy to check out viewer submissions and such. But let me see, where is it here? It is Super... Wait a minute, where is it? It's Super Mario Worldle. I'm guessing it has something to do with Worldle, the game that you may or may not be familiar with. Seems to be all the rage these days. I've tried it a few times, waiting in line for a roller coaster and boot it up, see what's going on. I can't say it's something I do every day. I'm assuming that's what this is related to, though. Hopefully, you can still hear and see me. I should probably double check that I have unmuted everything. It looks like I have. Again, in the past, that has lied though, and it has said that I was unmuted when I was not. But hopefully we're good. And let's check out Lucky Bacon's Super Mario Worldle. Well, so far so good. Hopefully, I love the modification to the title screen. Mario's not here. He's too busy doing Worldle. He got words to solve today. Go for the high score, says Miles Luigi. Okay, we press start. Still not here. Try to guess as many stages in a row as possible. Use the overworld to guess. A, B, X, Y. View start. Oh. Is it going to show like a picture of a level? And like we have to guess what level it's from? Streak best, Yoshi's house. I mean, it's the vanilla fortress. So I press start. Oh, and then you have to, oh my gosh, okay, we have to, at least you sped him up, thank you. I'm not sure, oh my, not now, the challenge is on. I don't know if I'm ever going to get one wrong. It could happen though, it could happen. Oh no, but that's true. That's true. The forest levels look so freaking similar. But when it comes to having Hammer Bro, I'm getting Forest of Illusion 3 vibes from that. So let's see if that's right. Oh no, my whole life's a sham. So okay, but it didn't like boot me out. So maybe the streak just goes back to 0. Like now we're talking. There are going to be those times where like it looks really similar. I guess that was Force of Illusion 1. That's terrible. Force of Illusion 4. Nope, softest cat. Sound good? Thank you, Christian. Now that is Force of Illusion 3. I wonder if there's like multiple scenes from each level, or like if there was only one from each, then we could get make it a little easier. That is of course the Valley Fortress. So many Force of Illusion levels. Well, they tried to make it like a maze. If you need to see the level again, you can press start on the overworld. Also, this hack was not created by me. Oh, understood. It's from the Q level design contest. Cool beans. This is a cool concept. I like it. It is a really cool concept. Again, I wonder if it's like the scenes are predetermined, or if it just like randomly chooses a scene from a level. But okay, we're up to our best streak of 4. That is actually I shouldn't do it so quickly. I should let everyone else have a look too. Make sure everyone else can play along. That was when we did just see that as part of our randomizer playthrough. That is Vanilla Dome 1. Very cool. Okay. Everybody gets this role when you join the Discord server. It is, oh my gosh, we gotta run quite away for this one. We'll go up to 10. We'll try and get a streak of 10. Does that sound good? But I like the concept. Very neat concept. It's way cool. This one. What do you think of this one? I know which one this one is. Cool beans. It is a really neat concept. This one is... We are just getting all of the Force of Illusion levels. With that, we have now seen Force of Illusion 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's this one. Maybe we should go until we see a Switch Palace. I want to see a Switch Palace. Oh! More line rails. It's the classic with the hardest to find secret exit. Cheese bridge area. I always want to say butter bridge, but no, that's above it. Oh, this one. This one's a classic. Kind of want to see how far I can go with in this. Lucky Bacon said they go up to 82. But I'm not necessarily determined to beat that. Don't destroy Yoshi Chance! No, don't worry. We fly under the goalpost. This is showing off certain levels. And yeah, so the way it works is it's showing a scene from a level. And then you have to go to the map and say which level has been was shown. That is the... I should be giving people more of a chance. That's the chocolate ghost house that we just saw as part of our playthrough. Okay, we'll go to 20. We'll go to 20 and see if in 20 any Switch Palaces appear. It'd be kind of funny if it just showed like the yellow switch. And it was like, I wonder which level that could be. Oh, so there you go. A level we've already chosen, but a different scene from it. Understood. But unfortunately, that means a lot of running all the way back to the other side of the map. Of course, the Star Road is kind of meant to be like a warp to help you, traverse the map faster. But I'm not sure if taking the star, watching the animation, going through all that is faster than just like, walking with Mario's increased speed here. All right, 9 to go. That is another level we just saw as part of our randomizer playthrough. And is once again related to Vanilla Dome. Is there any world so far we haven't seen a level from? No Star Road levels yet. This is a great hack. I might download it later. But you got to turn in early. Thank you so much, Chance, for watching tonight. Really appreciate everyone. We're wrapping up here. I hope you have a great evening. And take care. You love the Mario zooms on the overworld. I'm reminded of Super Mario World. Yeah. Oh my god, that hack. Need more hacks with fast Mario. Yes. Yes, yes. Yeah, that Super Mario World, was probably the first hack I ever saw. Mario speeding around on the overworld at that speed. What is this? Is it, Bowser's Castle? One of the doors in Bowser's Castle? It's not, I'm not looking at the chat, so if you're putting any comments in there, feel free to throw out your thoughts. I'm just kind of thinking to myself right now. It's not, the first castle. And we had a discussion earlier about, like, where these nets show up. And I think it was first castle, it was fourth castle, and then Bowser's Castle. So, by process of elimination, I'm pretty sure this is Bowser's Castle. So let's go do Bowser's Castle and see if our streak lives on. Or if it's time to hit the hay. See, the thing about Bowser's Castle is I'm pretty sure that room is like auto-scrolling. Or is it? When you do it. No, I think there's a stompy thing auto-scrolling room. Here we go! Yeah! Alright, alright. This one, another famous bridge level. Hello, Fabian Arias. Yeah, I see the discussion. Paramount is buying Warner Brothers. I don't have too much of a comment about things getting discontinued. Monopoly's getting monopoly-ier. Wait a minute, where were we going again? Wait a minute, where were we going again? It was a bridge. It was this bridge. Yeah, I don't know. It's just nothing surprises me. So I apologize if people are looking for a response to silly things happening. I don't got too much to say. But in this case, it looks like we're going to the chocolate ghost house. That one. That's a cool one that, like, you don't normally think about. I'm 99% sure that is, what's it called? Yoshi's Island 3. And it's funny because like you see the lava, you see the cave. Yoshi's Island 3 is not a level you're gonna think about when you see that. But it's that interesting bonus room that's like really easy to overlook. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure that's what we're seeing. Oh! Where was it? Where was it then? And that's in the special world. We made it to 15. I think we did pretty okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining for some Mario fun tonight. It was Vanilla Secret 2? Wait a minute, Vanilla Secret 2. Oh! Oh, like you get shot out of the cannon? Interesting. Interesting. Thank you so much, Softest Cat, for that. Thank you so much, Lucky Bacon, for sharing. Thank you to everyone who joined. Again, we play lots of fun Mario stuff. Of course, there's the daily shorts. Tomorrow, we got Sonic Corrupted video going out. Please consider liking and subscribing, following along all the crazy adventures we have. Join the Discord server to get the latest up-to-date information on what's going on. And, again, really appreciate you joining tonight. Look forward to doing it again soon. Lucky Bacon, oh, you're so welcome. It was very fun. Thank you, Christian, Softest Cat, Super Tom Brother, Fabian, Arius, RC Shaggy, Big Phil, thank you so much, everyone. SME64, Fennec, Chance, of course, who I'm sure will come back to see the end, Miles Luigi, and everyone. Really great to have you, and hope you have a great rest of your week. Take care, and bye for now.